Welcome to the Mega64 podcast, everybody. Breaking news, and this is a sad story, and it's gonna really upset everybody here. But Haley Welsh, also known as Hawk Tuah girl, spit on that penis.
Yeah,
girl is going to jail.
Oh, no. Wait, what?
For 15 to life.
What?
For cryptocurrency fraud.
Wait,
spitting on penises might be the only way she's going to get out of this mess, frankly.
Man,
she's going to have to hawk on the DA, the judge, the superior court. She's going to be hawking on so many Tuahs. That's the only way she's going to get out of this
Derek just got shot out of a cannon to start this, but I'm
upset.
Well, yeah.
I've got to start with high energy.
I know that you're a big fan, but
number one fan.
Actually. I don't know. So
I spit on this microphone.
She did a crypto a coin?
Shawn, I don't have time to catch you up on what's happening in the world. You need to read a newspaper
or caught up or don't
Google
be on.
Or get on Twitter. Like, where do you get your news sources on a day-to-day basis?
Your
kids? Because they're not following crypto. I'm telling you that.
You're right. They're not following crypto. Okay, just really quick.
Yeah.
Can't be the only person who doesn't know what you're talking about.
I think you literally are.
She has a crypto coin.
It's called Hawk Coin.
Hawk Coin.
They could have
following.
They could be more clever than that.
Okay, but you're following,
Coin
right?
Tuah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and it's all over.
Yeah, she should have gone with that.
Jail.
Why?
Oh my God.
What did she do?
They pumped and dumped they inflated it, bro.
Catch it up later. The point is...
Oh, don't explain? Okay.
How is Haley Welsh going to fare once she's in prison?
They're going to throw away the key to the Hawk Tuah. It's not. I really think it's funny.
So
that's pretty good.
Do you think she really could get 10 years in prison for this
15,
coin thing?
He said
15 to life.
Yeah. To life?
She's gonna have to talk to a lawyer. So that's the only way she's getting out of this.
That's good.
Haley Welsh. All right, I'll catch you up.
Thank you.
For the people out there who aren't following crypto news, like myself and Rocco, we're kind of like the crypto bros.
Two apes over here.
Yo, shout out Enron.
Big old ape fans.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, I have multiple ape portraits, NFTs.
Yep. Someone stole mine. I used to have one.
Non-fungible teas. Forgot what that one stood for.
Token.
Thank you. See, my bro here. Well, Gary, you follow crypto, don't you? Are you invested in any crypto?
I own some Bitcoin. I've got some wallets.
You literally own a Bitcoin?
Not a Bitcoin. I own some Bitcoin. Like
more than one?
No.
Some Bitcoin. Are you guys hearing him?
There's a U.S. value,
piece of one,
U.S. dollar amount value to the amount of Bitcoin I have. I have some parts of a Bitcoin.
How much of
one Bitcoin's like $1 million, right?
No, it's not.
Hey, chat. What's Bitcoin currently valued at? Throw it in the chat.
Now,
we need some help here.
I feel like we could have, if we would have known, I think we could have gotten into Bitcoin. We were right there.
That would have been good for us.
2014 is when I got
right there
for us.
2014.
100. Oh, Bitcoin. One Bitcoin is currently valued at 100K.
Yeah,
Jesus.
That's what I heard.
So I don't have that. I don't have a whole coin. I got just part of a coin.
How much of a coin do you have?
I got about, if I look right now, I think it's like $600.
Wow.
Okay, so I can't do that.
That's like
what is that? 0.6% of a coin?
You know what's so interesting though is in 2014, I put a QR code in the corner of the poorly played stream.
Yeah.
And one person sent me probably a $2 donation.
Of Bitcoin?
Of Bitcoin.
And you just kept it there forever.
And it has become
$600.
I've never touched it. It has just gone up and down, and I've been watching it for years.
Dude.
I almost cashed out at $300 because I was like, holy shit, that's like $300.
When did Breaking Bad debut?
2008.
2008. Because I remember first season of Breaking Bad, I was sitting at a friend's house, and my friend told me about Bitcoin. And
oh, really?
Like, you heard about this thing called cryptocurrency? And I'm like, no. And he explained the whole thing. And he's like, yeah, it's going to be big. And I thought, that sounds so fucking stupid. And I always think back like, man, if I would have bought one coin in 2008, I would have been.
And I know you can't live your life like that.
Yeah.
But like, I do know that we had a friend, I don't want to say his name, but he's been in videos before.
Yeah.
Who had several Bitcoins.
Yeah.
I think he had like, honestly, I think he had like 20 of them.
Did he farm? Did he set up? Because I used to build
something like that. Yeah.
I would help a few friends of mine build some rigs. They would use video cards to process and make like a Bitcoin farm. She had it in the back of her house in a shed.
What does she have now? Like how much? I mean, she's probably fucking loaded.
Yeah. I mean, she got out of California.
Hey, the Savannah Bananas want to know.
Oh.
Yeah, I
knew
this would stop.
I will throw out the first banana. Yes.
What would the official Mega64 crypto be called?
Ooh. Like Marcus coin? I don't know.
The official coin of Mega64. 64 Bitcoin.
I think
I thought you were gonna have a moment where you weren't gonna be able to say it
No,
because you giggled in the same way of the Twinkie incident.
Yeah.
no,
was like,
I just
felt
think
like Twinkie Gate.
I just think 64 Bitcoin is funny, so I would do that. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would say we would, knowing us, I think we would try to think outside the box, be a little more clever. I think we'd make it like dollar coin,
Oh, yeah.
like just
That's not more clever than mine.
Dollar
no, it's
coin.
like America, like money. We just call it money
Dollar coin.
Yeah.
and get people confused, and then it'd be funny.
I think we should do an in-brand, in-character Bitcoin. Todd and Aaron launch a crypto, and they call it Todd Coin.
Or TNA coin.
No, Todd Coin.
Todd coin. Okay, fair enough.
I said.
I think Todd coin's good. Now, the question is,
Savannah Bananas came back $Scrunt.
Oh, that's great.
You always put the dollar.
Scrunt coin.
Hey, whoever's running the Savannah Bananas chat on YouTube, come work for us. We need you to help write clearly.
Or let us work for
You
you.
need to help.
I'll help you. What do you
Sean,
need?
you work here.
I know, but I could
Sean,
do 2 jobs.
Sean, you're currently doing your job.
I know,
Sean's trying to
but
jump
I
ship,
really
guys.
want to. I
Right
really.
now.
I think this.
This is like the guy who designed Bratz while he was working for Mattel and didn't think that'd be an issue. Like, bro, you're on the clock
but
now.
working for the Savannah Bananas legitimately would be like a dream job.
Well,
I love
there you
that.
go, everybody. Sean just
No.
quiet quit live on
I
camera.
didn't quit. I'm just saying I could do
You said the quiet part
a
out loud.
secondary helper out job
You
with
just-
Savannah Bananas.
You soft.
So you're gonna do a
retired,
half-ass
bro.
job at both companies?
I would be great at both. Anyways, back to the Scrunt coin. Hit me up though.
Hey, the game crypto.
Oh.
Okay, so Haley Welsh released. That was good. That was good.
Johnny, did you record that?
That was good.
Okay.
Just want to take a moment to acknowledge you.
Do your
recording
thing. I
this?
just want to make sure it was recorded.
Yeah. No, we got it. Yeah, he's got it.
Haley Welsh.
Tell us what
Theme
Haley
song.
did.
Whoa!
Coin with a K. Hey, we failed to launch our cryptocurrency, but that's okay because we're doing fine, especially with our sponsor this week, Carl Strauss, baby. Woo!
They're back.
Carl Strauss, one of the best breweries in the whole world, based out of our hometown of San Diego, and we got a lot of internet soldiers, hometown homies working in the brewery over there. So they're putting a little extra comedy in the brew these days.
Oh, yeah.
And they've partnered with us to sponsor this show because the holidays are approaching. And if you need to get a gift for the person who's hard to shop for, consider getting them a Carl Strauss digital gift card and use that sweet beer moolah at their online store or one of their 9 local brew pubs all around Southern California. If you use the gift code to buy a gift card, GC64, that's the code.
Yeah.
Good code 64. You will receive $10 off on your $50 gift card. You get $50 for $40.
That's what a deal.
Yeah,
That's
you want
awesome.
that.
Two $20 bills gets you $50. And that's a great deal. Go to carlstrauss.com right now to get the gift of Carl. And cheers, everybody. Maybe you were watching last week when we had H Bomber Guy here and we gave him his first taste of Carl Strauss.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened.
Via a 12 gauge Super Soaker shotgun blast to the face.
That's on our Mega64 Infinity channel, our second channel. It's Mega64 Community Showcase. And you will see H Bomber Guy materialize out of nowhere, and we shoot him with this delicious, delicious brew. And I always say it too, but their restaurants, the food is good.
Well,
as
Wait,
hell.
and Rocco, you tasted the beer when we went there.
He did.
So
It's never too early to crack a boat shoes.
so this is Rocco's brand of choice. I'm just going to say it for you. It's your brand of choice.
I'll say it. I'll agree with you.
I had jury duty this week, and I was selected to be on a jury, but you would get a lunch break that was an hour, and it was like 900 feet from Carl Strauss.
Did
Like,
you
Oh.
I walked there. I'm like, fuck, I got my lunch settled. No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Gonna go to Carl Strauss. They're remodeling it. So it was temporarily
No.
closed, but it's looking nice. So but I was like, my lunch is gonna be so dope. God damn it. But I tried.
It would have been so good because then they would have recognized you. Oh, Shawn of the Mega64 podcast.
Mhm.
Here's your sponsored deal, and they would have given you probably a free plate of wings.
Free
Full
plate
F
of
plate.
wings.
That's
You
right.
can't get that at home. That's for us.
That's our
Okay, we
Yeah.
told you about this place.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay, so Haley Welsh,
Yeah.
Hawk Tuah coin. Hawk coin was launched. Hold on, I got to pull up the stats here
Okay.
because I have them on deck.
I listened to one of those like Twitter room recordings.
Oh, I heard that too. Yeah.
And they start, it's her representative from the coin, it's her, and it's like a couple journalists that are into crypto.
Yeah, yeah,
And they're fucking drilling her and asking the questions about this whole thing going down. And she just leaves the fucking
Well, they get it.
call.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then
I've
why
been
the fuck are you on?
Yeah, they get into a big argument about like the something about the coin, the
Yeah.
ethics of something. I don't know. I don't understand the damn word.
Well,
of it.
the
We're gonna break it
process,
down
yeah.
for you right now.
Okay.
But they get into a big argument, and then you just hear her 2/3 of the way through it going, "Hey, sorry to interrupt y'all, but I'm going to bed. Toodaloo."
Yeah.
And
Oh.
just leaves, and then they're all like, "But."
I ain't dealing with this shit. Sorry, y'all. She launched her crypto coin and it quickly, within a few hours, ballooned to $490 million. Collectively, that's what all the coins were worth. But then within a few hours, they lost 95% of their value.
How?
They went from $490 million value to about $28 million.
Okay.
Some people, Haley Welsh fans, invested their life savings
Jesus.
into this coin, and it was wiped out in a matter of hours. So now, Hawk Tuah girl and her team are being accused of doing what they call a pump and dump,
Yes,
Yes.
right.
or a rug pull, where they they own all the coins, then they inflate the value of it, and then they quickly sell it to take all the money out of it, and they leave everybody else holding the worthless coins.
Wow.
And that is what she will presumably have to answer for if an investigation is locked. I think she's going to go to jail. I think she's going to the slammer.
I don't think, no offense to Haley,
gonna put her in the clean.
I don't think she was probably up on the crypto, how
Oh.
this works.
You don't say.
I think someone probably came to her and pitched her this idea, which she said yes.
They're going to put her ass in Chino.
And I just feel like I don't think that she has the wherewithal to pull off a scam like this without some help.
They're going to send her to Sing Sing. She's going to be singing the Folsom Prison Blues.
you're,
let me
you're
tell
really defending Haley here.
I am not saying
you. Are you her lawyer?
People's
Like,
life
this is-
savings are gone.
I'm not saying that's okay.
Yeah.
First off,
You side with the Tuah?
that's a wild thing to do.
Yeah.
To one day you wake up and you find out, oh, the Hawk Tuah girl made a coin. Well, better give everything I've ever saved up to go into that. That's a crazy
You
thought.
kind of deserve to have your life savings drained. if
I'm
you're
in that
that
camp.
Can I
fucking
share a fun
stupid.
fact, a
Yeah.
fun detail I came across when looking up this story?
yeah.
Data indicates that there was one person who took out $1.4 million worth of Mugen coin.
That's a good one.
That's the cryptocurrency that was based on the meme hippo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they moved it into Hawk coin
Oh.
and apparently lost the $1.4 million. So
so the Mugen coin is a good coin.
they should have stuck with the Mugen coin.
That's the good one,
I
yeah.
think. The hippo coin, that was sound. The Tuah coin, not so much.
I saw a tweet that was like, that's a Hall of Famer. Like that tweet should be printed and framed. Where someone who lost everything tweeted out like, Haley, you need to address this, whatever. But then they had just one quote that I was like looking at for like 20 minutes where he
What?
said, I'm a fan of Hawk Tuah, but I lost my life savings.
Wait, was that real?
I'm a fan of Hawk Tuah. Yeah, someone wrote like a whole thing.
I saw that, but I thought that was like
I'm a fan of Hawk Tuah, but I
like a
lost my life savings.
performative
Yeah.
tweet.
I thought that too. There were a few
man.
that were like that, but then there was one that was like, oh, this is like someone
Damn.
really, really into the coin stuff.
That's
All right. I've myself never been in trouble with the law, but watch a lot of movies,
Mhm.
Mhm.
seen Oz, Sopranos, what's that movie where they call the kids fish? You know the movie I'm talking about?
Big
in the
fish.
80s.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Fresh fish.
Yeah.
Where he's gonna get his culito. Yeah, what was that movie?
Yeah, I've seen that movie. Seen a lot of prison movies.
Yeah.
I got advice for Haley Welsh.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's gonna
okay.
need it.
All right.
This is
She's
how
gonna need it.
this is how you're going to survive prison, okay? And we can all go around because I know we all got tips here.
Yeah.
But I'll start. As soon as you go into jail, it's going to be maximum security prison because you're a threat to society. You're going to have to assert your dominance, okay?
Yeah.
Or else people are going to be pushing you around. So as soon as you're in the mess hall, the first you find the biggest motherfucker you can in the mess hall.
Yep.
And you Hawk Tuah on that thing immediately. You don't waste any time. And then you Hawk Tuah on them until they are soaked and slipping and falling on the ground. They can't even get up. You're Hawking Tuah on them so much. And then you look everybody else in the eye and say, oh, what other motherfucker wants a piece of me?
Right.
And they'll back away. Because, the fluids, that's a dangerous thing to share
Yeah.
when you're in prison.
yeah.
You
So
spread
that's-
disease that way, all kinds of nasty stuff.
That's my tip. Assert your dominance as soon as you get in there. Who else has a prison survival tip?
Well,
What do you think?
I said before, I have gone into a prison before for a field
Yeah,
trip.
we forgive you for your dark past.
Yeah. You're looking beyond that.
Thank you. I went to a maximum security prison before
What'd you do?
for a field
Quote
trip.
unquote field trip.
Yeah.
I was there for one day. Don't worry. But I will say that the thing you can do is you gotta learn how to fish. And what fishing is you write a letter and you put it on like dental floss and you throw the letter out
Oh yeah.
and then it goes down and it goes into someone else's cell. Then they take it and then you can communicate that way. And you
Okay.
can make friends, like a little pen pal.
Make friends.
Yeah, friends.
Boyfriends.
No. Just
Oh, okay.
friends.
Just friends.
Just friends. I mean, if you want,
They do that to like buy drugs and stuff.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Pass
I mean,
notes.
I saw a couple fishing lines happen IRL. I saw that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
like
You
old
did?
school Picto
yeah,
chat.
I really did.
It's like shit's just fly. Are you like, guard?
No, but I thought like, well, I had the thought like, well, the guards are distracted looking at us, talking to us. This is the perfect time for them to get their shit done.
Excuse me, teacher. I think people are passing notes over there.
The guy in cell up there gave a note to a guy in cell down there.
The scary guy
Chewing
who's
gum.
locked up, I think he did something bad, is cheating.
It's crazy because on TikTok, I see a lot of people incarcerated have phones now. So it's like
Oh,
they
really?
could they could just text to their cellmate. You know?
They can get
They
anything
were-
in prison.
I also watched a Supermax doc about like a vertical, like a skyscraper type, not a skyscraper, but like a multi-level prison.
Dude, the
And they
platform.
talk through the toilets because it's like
oh, I've seen
that's
that.
cool.
I've
Drain-
seen that too. They drain them.
they drain the water and then
Yeah.
there's like a full like party line going on in all
Oh.
of the floors
Yeah.
and all
That's
of the
like
cells where they're all
prison
talking through
Discord.
the
but
toilet.
I've heard the
Yeah.
reception is shitty.
It's wait. Prison Discord. Priscord.
See,
Nice. Give him that pat on
we're
the
just
shoulder, Shawn.
doing so good. Oh,
There you go.
job.
There you go. So I got advice for Haley.
Okay, go ahead.
You gotta, because Haley's a pretty gal. She's got to kind of tone down the personal hygiene. Stop brushing your hair. Stop brushing your teeth. Get funky on that thing. Start wiping back
Shit
the
on
front.
that thing.
Anything you can do to kind of lessen the attractiveness of yourself in there,
Quit on that thing.
just be gross, yeah. Spill food down
be gross.
Christmas cast style, just like food, leave it down the front of your orange jumpsuit.
I don't think she's going to prison.
she's going away.
Really?
She's going away.
Truly the end of this saga was in 2024, there was a girl who did a random video.
Martha Stewart went to prison for insider
That's
trading.
true.
yeah.
And
right.
she talked about
Very
spitting on
similar.
penises, then became so famous, she was throwing out first pitches and got endorsement deals and then got a podcast and then made a crypto coin and then scammed people and now was in jail all within the span of 6 months. What a ride. Wow.
Martha Stewart's way more popular than Haley Welsh, and they put her away for prison for these financial crimes.
But Martha Stewart never spit on that thing. So,
As far as we know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
oh,
she
Martha's not doing that.
Snoop
I
Dogg
think she
doesn't
did.
kiss and tell.
She Stewart. She did a Stewart on that thing.
did. Yeah. She,
Martha Stewart.
she spit roasted that thing
Snoop Dogg doesn't
and
kiss
baked
and
it into a nice fresh pie.
tell. Oh my
Yum.
god.
Delicious.
Mm.
What you're going to do is take the penis and grasp it firmly. Martha Stewart would be a great like sex educator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Dr.
now that
Ruth.
Dr. Ruth is gone,
Yeah.
Yeah. Dark Martha Rising. That's what I want to see.
that'd be cool.
Okay. Any other suggestions for Haley for
Haley,
surviving
yeah.
prison? And then we can get off this
No,
topic.
I would just say give up.
No,
What I
okay,
wanted to
you
say.
hate her.
I hate.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
hate
You're so
how you
rude
hate
towards
her.
Haley.
I
Oh,
don't like that.
I don't. I think it's a waste of
I think
time.
you're jealous.
I think she's a waste of everyone's
Why?
mental space.
It's not wasting
She's
my
a
space.
dumb fuck.
Whoa,
Yeah, but it's
whoa,
fu-
whoa,
that's
whoa,
why it's fun to
whoa,
shit
whoa,
on her.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, it's not a big deal. It's
That's
just,
rude.
I think she should fuck off.
That's rude.
But what I wanted to say about
She's
crypto,
just making her way in this world like
Yeah.
the rest
yeah,
of us.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I don't.
yeah, respect.
I think she should fuck off and do it somewhere else.
Well,
but I want to say about crypto. Every now and then I'll still listen to This Week in Tech podcast hosted by Leo Laporte. Used to be a tech TV host way back in the day.
Yeah.
And it cracks me up because every time they talk about crypto, he laments that he was like when crypto,
Oh, I
when
bet.
Bitcoin like first came out.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I have like multiple Bitcoins from that.
Mhm.
And that
Satoshis. Yeah.
yeah, and you have to have like they're locked in something, and
Yeah.
if you don't have the password to it, there's no
That's
helping
it.
you.
Yep.
And he lost the password.
No.
So he's like, I probably have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Bitcoin. It's just locked. It's on a hard drive. and I
Oh, he
can't-
has a hard drive?
Wow.
Yeah, it's like I have the thing and the password I just forgot, and that's it. Nothing can help me. There's no help for that at all.
Well, I was thinking, hey, that's bad. But I would think, I would still hold on hope, like maybe. But our friend who had
yeah.
several Bitcoin, I would say at least 20, maybe?
Mm.
Full ones.
Full
Damn.
coins.
That's valued at $2 million today.
Well, he sold it when it was at like $200.
Yeah.
And then he got, like a new computer.
He got like a couple $1,000.
Yeah, a
I was
couple
like,
thousand
isn't this
bucks.
cool? Yeah.
And I at the time, I
Yeah.
didn't fault him. I wasn't like, that was a mistake. I was like, yeah, that's cool. But like now it's like, that would kill me.
I'm so glad. I'm just holding on to mine. Like my fucking hollow Charizard. I'm just holding on to it. I've been so tempted so many times to sell things like that fucking Pokemon card or like that Bitcoin.
You
and
have
I've
a
just
hollow Charizard card?
out of laziness. Yeah.
is it graded?
No.
You should get
You
it
should grade
graded.
I'm not. I'm vehemently against grading comic books, fucking cards, and video
hun-
games,
and homework.
especially.
But then
Yeah,
you why?
and homework.
Yeah, why?
I think it's a scam industry that popped up during COVID, and it's
Yeah, I kinda-
completely fucking useless.
I'm kind of with you on that. Yeah, a little bit.
my real,
Especially in the games field.
in the games field,
Video games field.
especially. That's where
Yeah,
that
yeah.
really got apparent to me. I understand comic books; that's been around forever. I
Yeah.
understand trading cards, baseball cards, and things like that. That's been around forever. And if you are going to sell like a very expensive card, yeah, you probably should get it graded. If I ever did sell, I would probably get them graded first. But that, because I hate grading, the fact that you have to mail it off and it's
Yeah.
like, well, it's insured. It's like, yeah, but shit gets lost in the mail all the time. Like,
Yeah.
You have to mail it off.
yeah, if there was one of these places in San Diego, I might have done it already. But like, you got to
Oh.
mail this shit.
Oh, that's
My brother-in-law does it all the time. Has never had problems. Mainly with comic books, he gets them graded.
the whole point of grading, it's a industry developed around collectible items.
Yes.
But all of those collectibles at some point were just like fucking 25 cents on the shelf at a
Yeah.
fucking convenience store. Like
For
all of
sure.
them. Spider-Man 1 or whatever those collectible baseball cards were. So what's the
Yeah.
difference between like a video game or Pokemon? It just seems like over time, some of these things become rare and then they become collectibles.
But if you read into like the video game stuff in particular, though, there's a lot of like
They
completely
bloated
out of
the
nowhere swings on this stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot to read about that.
In just like 4 years, they bloated the prices of retro game collecting so
Yeah.
fucking much. And Kevin could probably speak on this better than I can, but it's ridiculous. Like because everyone's putting their game cartridges behind like a plastic grading thing, and now that company says, "Oh yeah, it's worth like $500 for this cart." It's like it's not. It's really
Yeah.
not.
There's a lot of weird stuff with like a copy of Mario 64 just sold for $28,000 and
So now
then
the one
it comes out, it's like they're like everyone in America had a copy of that at one point. That's really not rare.
and there's still there's 25 of those carts right now on eBay.
Yeah.
5 years ago, they would have sold for what they're worth, like $15. But now they're all like posted at 500 and sitting. No one's buying them.
yeah.
So it's
There's
like
a lot of that.
it's just fucked up. I think for preservationists that want to actually like play those games,
Yeah.
like you can't open the slab and like play your cart anymore. Now it's like
Yeah, but that's the kind of card where it's like, I mean, what do you think that is? It like not Generation 1 or anything? Like how?
oh, you're talking my Charizard.
Yeah, you're Charizard.
It's not shadowless, but it's Generation 1. Yeah.
So
it's
that-
played with for 10 years. I played every fucking hand I used. I used my fucking Charizard.
What do you think that'd be worth though?
Oh, I don't know. Probably 200-300. It's dog-eared in one corner. It's, you know, it's not the
interesting.
best one.
I read this book called Debt years ago, which is just about like weird financial stories. And it talks about stuff like this, but at different points in history that weren't comic books or trading cards.
Sure.
You know, and at one point, you know, Holland is famous for like tulips because at some point, a couple hundred years ago, for whatever reason, tulips became really treasured in Holland. And there was like a tulip market over there and tulips were going for like thousands of dollars.
Wow.
And at one point here in America, there was a guy, I want to say this was like the 20s or something, 100 years ago. He started buying up all of the onions in America, sourcing from this farm and that farm. And he eventually collected like 80 to 90% of the onions, the food, the onions in America, and inflated.
He got the newspaper too.
He
used
inflated the
thorough.
price of onions so much that like the price skyrocketed.
And he had control of the
He had
stock.
control. And even like when you look at like De Beers diamonds, people are like, oh, diamonds are so valuable, but they're fucking,
not.
They're
Yeah.
rocks. They're like genetically similar to like pencil graphite, but
Most of them are made in a lab now.
most of them are made in a lab, but the mines are all owned by one company, De Beers, mostly. And so they just like artificially
Made it.
It's a monopoly.
create this scarcity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there kind of a story like that with lobsters? Like lobsters.
I'm sure there is. I haven't
were-
heard the lobster
Yeah,
story.
it was like a super common. It was like, yeah, these are like bugs of the sea. Like they're not hard to get, but something in history made them hard to ship to where they were getting, and then it became like, oh, lobster, you've got that. It just that like the lore began there.
Yeah.
That it's like, oh no, this should be an expensive thing.
So
Yeah.
if we started a Mega64 crypto coin, could go back to that.
Crypto's the same shit.
You'll go to jail.
Crypto's the exact same shit.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I'm
just
saying, yeah.
an artificial scarcity.
So how will we make money on it and not go to jail? Because I'm interested in the first part, but the second part, I don't want to get next to.
Don't be interested in the first part.
Oh, you know, you're right.
It's a pipe dream. I think the only
Yeah,
way
it's not.
the only way people make money on it is by doing shady shit with them. I believe,
Yeah.
unless you're like me, who's just sitting on it and just waiting for 15 years until it actually was worth something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the whole financial system in America is kind of just based on being evil.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
screwing people over.
It's
Honestly,
it's kind of the we're talking about this inflation of like lobsters and the inflation of like cards and video games, but it kind of is just the capitalist system.
Wait, lobster inflation. Were you on my DeviantArt account?
No, you
Okay.
didn't.
No, no. Johnny, cut this out on Monday or whenever. I don't know when you're
That's
coming
animal
in.
abuse.
Anyway, that was my last
Yeah.
thought on crypto.
So
It was
we
just
feel bad about Haley.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, Rocket
Fuck
does
no.
it.
Don't-
Are you kidding me?
Oh
I feel
man.
great.
Don't put
she's
Rocco
smarter
on the
than Leo
jury.
Lepore. I
I'm
can tell you
dancing-
that
I'm
much.
dancing on. I'm
Way
walking
more
on
famous
sunshine.
and successful. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
feel
that's
sorry
up for
that
debate.
guy.
I was gonna say real quick, I did a little. It's not a whole story because it's not that big a deal, but I did go to jury duty, which I wasn't gonna go.
Oh,
all
yeah,
the,
I
I'm not
wanna
gonna
ask
go
you
all
about
the
that.
way into it because I don't
You're
feel
not
like it's
allowed.
my.
I think you should.
It's not my place to speak on it, but I was, dude. It fucking the odds of me being picked were like 0.
Yeah.
It was like between like it was 1,000 people and whittled down to 100 people, whittled down to 40, whittled down to 14, and I was one of the 14. I don't know how I got
Which
this.
I knew you were going to be. Like you.
Yeah, I
you-
did too.
The entire week leading up to your jury duty, it was fuck. I hope they don't pick. Oh my god, I'm just gonna try to get out of it. Don't worry, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do. I'm like, he's picked. That's it.
And it
There-
really was
that
that.
energy comes out. It's like when I I'm allergic to cats, so cats can sense they don't want.
And they
I don't
go
want to
to
be
you.
around them, and they go to me. It's
Well,
the same
I will
thing.
say that within the first 3 rounds was it was so random. It was
Yeah.
just, we have 1,000 names, they're picking out 100. Okay, I was one of the 100. All right, whatever. And same thing with the 40. But then once I actually had to go into the federal courtroom,
Yeah.
I was like, I walked in like, oh no, like this is not where I want to be. And then I had to sit down and I had all the potential jurors go around, both sides are there, the defense and the prosecution and the judge. And you have to go around and they pass the mic on, hi, I'm Claude and I work at this and I have this education and I have never been in a lawsuit and whatever. You just go around and say,
Give a little spiel.
they have a whole list of things you have to talk about yourself.
Yeah.
But I told them I fucked up because I'm used to speaking in front of a microphone and no one else was. So it really was like,
my name is Chris and I work at the Rite Aid.
and then, that's every single one. And
It was
it's
all
me.
mumbling. And
Hey, what's up? My name is Shawn Chatfield. I do this. This
You're
is my
fine.
wife. Blah, 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 blah. All right, thanks. And I pass it around. And it's like, yeah, of course they picked the guy who was like engaging.
Eloquent.
The second I gave the mic away, I was like, I think I fucked that up. And then sure enough, I was
And
selected.
everyone just was.
They were, yeah.
Oh.
So then,
See, I was saying I would have done it. I would have given a performance of a lifetime in there.
Oh, yeah?
I would have been walking in like, if you're in the court, I think you belong here.
I'm telling you, you make these jokes. The second I walked into the courtroom, I was like, oh, fuck. It was like the weight of how heavy it all was, like really hit me. And
Big
I was
old
like,
wooden room.
Yeah, it was a
Ugh.
wooden room. The lighting was kind of cool.
They all
actually.
look the same.
I've never been in one before.
Yeah. You talked about the technology in the
Yeah. Well, that's
juror box.
now
That
that's-
sounded cool.
That's what I was going to bring up real quick is that, yeah, so the juror box, which I've never been in, obviously, but there is a TV for two jurors to share and they would show evidence on that TV, which was kind of cool. And like, there were a lot of new technology things like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like as I'm just, doing this thing.
Yeah.
But our TV, me and this juror, I don't know her name, juror number 12,
Yeah.
it was kind of like at a weird angle. And then I looked, I'm like, oh, this is like I could fix this. I could fix it. It's kind of fucked up a little bit.
I'm getting nervous.
I'll fix this.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Easy.
no.
So there's a little like dial to like make it loose. And then you can adjust it from there. So I turned the dial right as a witness is being questioned, trying to get the evidence. And then boom, 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 and like makes the loudest noise. The thing falls, the screen falls flat, gets
What?
unplugged.
Oh, fuck.
Classic Shawn.
No.
Classic Shawn.
Did they-
Classic Shawn.
I was scared.
Broke the TV.
I didn't break it.
I was scared they were going to get you for tampering with evidence or something.
No.
Like, oh, you're trying to get in the way of it being seen.
no.
I wouldn't
no.
fuck with that at all.
Just your butthole pucker.
I was like,
when the whole
Well, I-
juror,
I
thought
the
you were going to be
whole
in there with
room
Haley
now
Welch.
turns to you and is looking at you.
I don't
What'd your
necess-
partner say?
She just looked at me. I went, this didn't happen. This didn't happen. It's fine. It's fine. I'll fix it. It's what I said to her. Like I must whisper quietly, like, this is fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And so, I mean, to get it plugged back in, it was out for like 10 seconds, if that. It was
They didn't have
very
to help
quick.
you. You got it fixed.
I got it fixed.
Oh, okay,
I can
good.
fix all these things. I just made this commotion.
Yeah.
It wasn't loud enough that the judge had to say, like, is everything okay over there?
Oh,
Which was
okay.
my biggest, well, actually I had two biggest fears. I'll get into the second one. But
Hold you in contempt.
well, yeah, but I was able to like fix it and adjust it. And then I did have the witness and the prosecution look over to see what that noise was. But it didn't stop the trial. The trial continued. I fixed it. And then the TV was a better position. My biggest fear was that I was going to have to pee. Like during, what do you do? Like if you're the juror, what do you do? And so I
You're not allowed
asked.
to pee?
Well, you are, but like when in the middle of a question, or I don't know how do you tell the judge, like, I have to go to the bathroom? And so, thankfully I didn't, but this guy that I was friends with, like I made friends with,
Yeah.
in the middle of the closing argument, he raised his hand like, Judge, I'm so sorry. I know you should, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm so sorry. And they stopped the whole thing and we all were excused. And like the guy, like, he came out, I was like, I feel so bad, but I just couldn't hold it. I just couldn't do it. We've been there
healthy
for
to
so
hold it.
long. Yeah. So,
That's a poop your pants situation.
dude,
Gotta
Diaper.
be.
Yeah, diaper up for the courtroom.
I think I peed more in that place than anywhere else because I was like, I can't.
You're nervous.
I don't want to stop the trial.
Yeah.
And once you go into deliberation, you cannot leave that room. They will not let you leave.
Yeah.
The room.
Oh no.
And so there's a bathroom in there and food, but you are just in the room.
What kind of food?
What's that?
What kind of food?
There was no food. No
What?
food. Then there's no food.
I'm confused. I thought you said there's a bathroom and food.
Yeah, that's
sorry,
what I
bathroom.
heard.
Sorry, drinks. I'm sorry. They had like water and
okay.
coffee and stuff, but there's no food. And I
they're
thought
trying
they
to
would
starve you out.
I thought they would give you lunch. That's why I went to Carl Strauss because I thought like, well, they gave us sandwiches or something. They didn't. You just got to get your own
dude.
lunch. Yeah.
I think the cringiest court story I ever heard like that was reading Kevin Smith's book from back in the day, where there was he talked about when he got jury duty and he got anal fissures really bad.
Oh.
And he couldn't sit on the bench, so he started like laying down on the bench, and they like fucking like, we go, what are you doing? Like they yelled at him.
Yeah, you
in
can't
court.
do that.
And then he said in front of everyone in the court, "I have anal fissures."
You know, well, this is where he fucked up because before the
should've told him.
trial
Clerks 3
starts,
That's where he fucked up.
all the jurors are sitting there, and one girl was like, I have a final tomorrow. Can I not be here? And the judge was like, oh, yeah, go ahead. You're free to go.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sure if he would have said, hey, judge, just before we start this trial, I got anal fissures and I can't sit down.
Yeah.
She'd be like, yeah, go ahead. Get out of here.
He said he wanted to do, actually, sorry. He said, man, I got to do my civic duty, man. I got to be out there,
Fuck that.
Is that, yeah, I don't know. Well, I did my civic duty.
I thought that was a good one.
That was
thought
good.
that was
Oh,
good.
wait.
Good Kevin Smith.
There we go.
It's really good.
Man, my 20 years in, my wife still owns my taint.
You know what? What the
We fuck like we're cheating on each other.
fuck?
That sucks.
You know what sucks? The last thing I'll say about jury duty is that this is federal, so I'm good for 3 years. I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
But there are other levels, like district or whatever. That doesn't count on the federal end. So someone on the jury was like, I was on a jury 3 weeks ago.
Oh, fuck that.
And they called me it for this. I'm like, well, it has to be a mistake. It doesn't count. So I have to go back and do this.
I think that they get a couple suckers to go forward with it, and then they're on the sucker list.
Is that me?
Then they keep fucking
Am I on
bringing
the
you back.
sucker list?
Yeah, because most people just ignore it, and these people are like,
I honestly,
they'll show up.
I've
Let's keep
called when it's
submitting
the
them.
lower courts. I've called and gotten my way out of it.
Yeah,
this
write a
one
letter or
was
whatever.
no bullshit,
Yeah.
and it was federal. And there was a guy who lived like a mile from Arizona and had to drive out here for this. Like it was not like
what the.
it was a
fuck?
big. It's a big thing. I didn't want. They were like, yeah, money's not. That's not an excuse. There's like no excuse to get out of this shit.
Oh, man.
So I did it.
Yeah.
did it.
And
Well,
anyways,
do it.
I'm back. I've done it. I hope I don't do it again. Thank you.
Yeah. Hope-
That was a crazy, crazy experience for you.
It was.
What'd the guy do?
I don't want to get into it.
Come on. What did he do?
I don't.
What did he do? Was he guilty?
I don't want to get into any of it.
What did he do?
I don't. I
he
feel
kill
like
somebody?
that is
Was
not
it a
for me
murder
to talk.
trial?
Thank God, the person who
All right, not a murder trial.
Derek's trying to put you in
a
jail
person
right
who
now.
was there
Did he
said they
steal
had
something?
a bar fight once, and she had to look at all these stabbing wound things for like the jury had
He
to
stabbed somebody?
No wonder you broke the TV.
He
No,
stabbed
no,
somebody?
This was not that. This was thankfully not a violent crime like that.
But you didn't have to
Okay,
look at it. Real
nonviolent
murder
crime.
caught on
No,
tape.
I did not.
No.
No.
Okay, good.
But
You
I'm
don't
not going
like
to get
seeing
into
that
it.
stuff.
I'm not going to do any
Come
of it. I'm
on.
just saying that.
Just give his name.
Come on. No names.
You didn't need to say what
No,
they did.
I'm not going to
Come
get into
on.
it
Why not?
because it's not my place. This
What do you
that
mean? Nobody knows who he is.
I'll talk about my experience here, but I'm not going to talk about this other person.
That's part of your experience.
Nah, I'm good. I don't want to get into that.
We
Sorry.
finally came to an interesting part of the
Oh,
story.
come on.
I'll say one thing you told me.
There was coffee in the room. Yeah. They
Okay,
didn't provide
okay.
lunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck was the crime?
I'll say one
What did
thing
he do?
I'll say one thing Shawn told me. He said dang dang. He didn't say bang bang. So
Did they make you sign an NDA?
The judge said I was not allowed to talk about it to anyone under any circumstances, including my fellow jurors, until the verdict, until we went to deliberation, then we could talk about it. And then after that, we were able to.
The verdict has been cast. You
I
can
know.
talk, you're free. You're clear. The
You know
judge
what?
said you're clear.
You know what? I don't want to get
The
involved.
legal. Oh my God.
I'm not getting.
The people want to know.
I'm not.
The people want to know.
Nah.
You're sharing all the wrong details of the story. Frankly, I'm be honest. I was waiting for
They
this
had
to
drinks.
get to the juicy part. Yeah.
Not food.
Well, the drinks were juicy.
Broke the TV. Yeah.
I fixed it though.
Yeah.
did
Exactly.
fix it,
Yes. That was
to be
great.
fair.
That was.
I just thought that was
a twist.
It happened.
I love that personally.
I
like
thought
that
you would
story.
like that part.
I liked
I
it.
held on to that information just for you, Rocco.
I like it.
Yeah, good.
I can almost like picture you doing every.
Of course
I
you
just
can.
didn't like
Such
what
a
you
Shawn
told.
move.
Well, I'm not going to go into what you told. I just don't, did he a free man? I just don't think that's right. I think that's. I just think. Sorry, I don't want to get in. You can bleep this out on when this whatever day this comes out.
Let me bring this up to you guys. This is something interesting. Miller High Life announced that they're doing a dive bar perfume that makes you smell like a dive bar.
Oh,
So like
fuck.
the gross floor, the bar mats.
It's gonna smell like the Tower Bar. Just like like the fucking
Dreaming
old
of
beer.
bringing the comforting dive bar scent home with you. The
Yes.
bar counter that smells like cedarwood. The musky scent of those worn-in leather bar stools. That probably smells like literal ass.
Farts, yeah.
Farts and beer farts. Sea salt from the basket of fries and popcorn.
What?
Yeah, so you smell like bar
Ew.
stool and French fries.
This is
It's not like the Chili's.
The crisp aroma when the bartender cracks open beer. And I hope he's cracking open Carl Strauss, to be honest.
Yeah. If there's a Carl Strauss fragrance, I would get that one, but not getting this.
But yeah, it's Miller High Life is doing a you smell like a bar. For $60, you can buy this.
it's like a gag gift.
They
for
put it
this
on sale
Christmas.
yesterday and it's sold out.
Wow.
So a lot of people are going to be smelling like dive bars out there.
Yeah. You know, these
Yeah,
are the
about
same
time.
people who bought the Hawk Tuah coin.
Definitely.
No.
Yeah,
They're going to
for
smell
sure.
like that
No.
for sure. They already do.
You know, we did something similar last week because we made a guy smell like boat shoes.
Yeah, that's
Harry
true.
from H Bomber Guy.
Yeah.
From H Bomber Guy.
Harry from H Bomber Guy.
Anyways,
Um,
I don't know. I don't wear cologne. So
No,
no,
me
definitely
neither.
not.
I never have.
Me
Not buying
neither.
I had a
Yeah.
bottle when I was like 14 that like some aunt gave
It's
me.
always the aunt
Yeah.
at Christmas. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're going to need this. And it's like, I'm not.
Dracar
I
Nor.
find, I would get the Christmas Eve. I always got cologne.
Dracar Nor, yeah.
And we would, I've talked about this before. We would have fun on Christmas Eve. Me and the other cousins would go in the backyard with a lighter and spray it.
Yeah.
Hurt each other. It was great. No, I always believe there's more power in just good deodorant, you know? Like I got Halloween, I found pumpkin spice deodorant and I smelled fucking good.
I feel like it's a
I was going up to
European
people
thing.
like, dude, embrace
Get
the
away
fall.
with this.
I don't know.
Men wearing cologne feels very more European. American vibe is like, the deodorant scented.
I know I've known people to wear cologne, but that's not
I just
very
never
common.
did it. Yeah.
You wear cologne?
You do?
What?
Fuck, dude, maybe it's an East Coast
Johnny,
deal.
I don't smell it on you.
I wear one called Jazz Club. That's really nice.
Jazz Club.
What's the philosophy? What's your approach to wearing cologne?
I just put it on. Like
You put it on your wrist?
And we need a little more
What do you
info.
put it on?
Yeah.
I put it on, spray it on both wrists, and then I rub my wrists together, and then I wipe it on my neck.
Okay.
Really? And do you do it every day?
Not every day. Just
Well,
on,
you're
like,
going to
special occasions.
something,
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
that. Okay.
Dates, hangouts.
But like,
ladies.
have you worn it around me ever?
yes.
Oh. Huh.
Well, we're not picking it up.
Yeah, you're not smelling.
You gotta do more.
Hey, that's
I did.
probably good though, because nothing worse than when like someone walks by you in a mall and it's like I could smell you
fuck.
10 feet away. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
My friend Alec went to a Morrissey concert once, and he throws his shirt into the crowd,
Uh-huh.
Oh,
and he got a piece of it, and he took it out a knife, and he like cut a piece of it off, and it smelled like a sexy church. That was our best way of describing
A
it.
sexy
church.
How did he bring the knife into the concert?
I don't. He had like a pocket knife. I don't know.
That seems-
Alex
I
crazy,
I
dude.
have other questions.
That's some bad security.
Unarmed Brian? No, unarmed Alex.
But every time I've ever since I've smelt that scent, I was like, I want to smell like a sexy church.
like a sexy church.
Wow.
So,
Cedar.
That's when I got into wearing scents.
That's my band's name, Sexy Church.
Sexy church.
And
I
this, oh yeah.
I was just kind of reminded when Johnny was telling his story. Like, I don't wear cologne, but I do really enjoy a certain women's perfume. And I've bought multiple bottles, and now it's not available anymore. So I've bought like clone versions off the internet to put on like me sometimes. I will actually like, damn, this smells so fucking good. And I'll put it on my neck sometimes. I have a little roller ball of it though. But it's called Hypnotic Poison. And the reason I was obsessed with it is so
Nice.
fucking just
I'm ready.
telling.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mila Jovovich was the spokesmodel
my
in the 90s.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, damn, Mila's making perfume. What's it smell like? But then it was so fucking good. It's like spicy, and I should wear some
Dude.
Hypnotic Poison for
Yeah,
you guys.
I'll bring it in.
I
Yeah.
thought of you when I
It's in
went
my
to,
truck.
When I went,
Ooh.
a couple months ago when I went to the screening of Event Horizon and
Paul W.S.
Anderson was there. He sat behind me the whole fucking movie. And I'm watching. I'm like, damn, I was gonna kind of laugh at some of these parts, but I'm not going to
Laugh away.
But
movie's already made.
he was super nice guy, super cool guy, and the whole time I'm thinking like, I wish I could ask him, like, hey, my friend Garrett, he loves.
I think they're divorced.
Your
They
ex-wife.
are. Yeah.
Your ex.
You got any tips for my buddy on how to get with your ex?
What do you know about her?
Can you get her like her number?
What do
Because
you
you
know
don't want
about
it
her?
anymore.
Bro, have you seen her like in behind the scenes stuff? She's always smoking cigarettes.
Hey, so your ex-wife,
Oh my God.
What's going on?
Mila Jovovich. So you guys aren't together anymore? She's single?
Yeah. Do you know
They still
what's
work
going
together.
on?
Do you still have her
Yeah.
phone number, or would it be cool? Would you mind if I called?
My boy
her?
Garrett wants to text her just once.
Well, I got scared because
Is she nice?
the person I was with leaned. I was sitting in there and in the crowd or whatever, and my friend leaned over and was like, "Hey, he's sitting right behind you. Like he came to sit right behind you." And the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, I said, "Is he with his wife?" Yeah. And I'm like, is he still? I didn't know what his status was. So I'm like, is Mila, is she here? Garrett will, I was like, I'm going to have to get a picture.
Yeah.
Garrett will never forgive me.
Yeah.
Like he'll never, this is the ultimate jealousy coin that I could spend.
Yeah.
That's the Bitcoin I
You
want.
mint jealousy coin
Yeah,
on the reg.
But anyway, yeah, I turned around. I'm like, oh, different. He was with, he had a different wife.
Can you answer? Was it a downgrade?
Different wife, different life. What? I don't know.
What was new wife? New wife is always an up. Second wife's always an upgrade.
If your wife is Mila Jovovich,
Yeah, but she might have been
she's
an
like
asshole.
55 now.
what is that? Okay, I'm sure she's so beautiful.
I'm sure he traded up for the younger model, like Leo DiCaprio style.
you. I don't know.
Every
Yeah, it's been working out great for him.
every 8 months, right? Yeah, he's hitting that entropy point. Like George Clooney finally like sealed the deal, settled down.
Mhm.
He's got Leo's.
Yeah,
gotta
Leo
do
should have
that.
done that like 6 years ago. He would have been golden, but
Now he's got a bad reputation.
Yeah, bad rep.
It's a fine line you
Mhm.
walk in Hollywood.
Plus, he probably has to suffer through the most mind-numbingly stupid conversations.
Could you imagine, dude? Do you watch Bluey?
Fucking exactly.
You have to see Bluey.
What are you watching,
It's
babe?
actually good.
It's actually good.
Parents.
They make it for adults
Am
too.
I weird? I like Blue. It's actually good.
It's actually good.
It's actually
Don't laugh.
good. Don't.
I've never
laugh.
seen it. I don't know.
Bluey's a girl, right?
Yeah,
I don't
someone,
know.
I've never seen it. I don't.
a
Someone corrected
second.
me that.
I've never seen a second of Bluey.
Someone corrected me on that once. So
I
I do
want to
know
go way more into Bluey in a second. I want to do a quick plug, and then I got a surprise for someone. here.
Oh,
I got a
My
surprise.
fingers are so crossed. It's me.
look how excited
but-
Derek is.
Yeah, get ready. Yeah, I got a little surprise for someone.
I've been waiting.
We'll see.
CEO surprise.
But I wanted to take a second to say thanks for watching. And if you're watching this, this ain't nothing. This is the warm up.
Oh.
Because the real podcast, the best one of the year, is coming next week. That's right. Mega64 Christmas Cast. December 15th. We are doing it big like we do every year. The ultimate food competition is colliding into your television set. Well, or wherever you watch it, computer, phone, whatever. Next week, December 15th, Sunday, December 15th. Tune in. The stream starts at 4. Competition starts at 5. You won't want to miss it.
That's right.
Johnny, go back to that image if you could.
see that.
Why did we last year I let it slide.
What's up?
What?
What's wrong
I
with
have
you?
never looked worse in a picture. That wasn't
Yeah.
intentional.
Well, you gotta
I was
open your eyes.
Why is that one? First off, why was it used to begin with? Secondly,
Well, you should open your eyes.
why the
my face is in
fuck
shadow.
are
You
we
can't
using
even
it
see me.
again?
Johnny,
Like Rocco
enhance.
likes how he looks. Like why? I let it slide for a whole year, but now it's back.
You did that face. That's my fault. I don't get it.
You've never taken a bad picture, and it's been every
didn't-
fucking promo.
I've taken them, but I've never used them in a promo.
I let it slide for a whole year until now we're year 2 of this fucking picture of me. It's awful.
Whenever a picture is taken of me, I keep my eyes open just in case they use it in a promo.
God damn.
That's
Anyway,
a good
smart, dude.
strategy.
Good
Common
advice.
sense. Common sense to me. Mega64 Christmas Cast, our biggest live show of the year. Tune in December 15th, Sunday, December 15th. and it's gonna be a good one. Oh yeah,
it's gonna be good.
And shop.mega64.com, great place to go if you want to support our show. We did obviously Black Friday stuff that all happened previously. Was that last week?
Yeah, it's been a wild ride.
Last call on all that stuff. Some of it is still up. A lot of it sold out. Derek also hosted. We did a Cyber Monday stream where we kind of brought some stuff out of our vault that we had limited stock of. Most of that sold out. Couple things hanging on. There's a couple like pins that I think we had a ton of that are still up. But like I said, last call on what's there. It's coming down in the next day or two. Shop.mega64.com. And of course, patreon.com/mega64. Great place to support us where you're getting exclusive stuff every week. And this week we set up finally our official Mega64 Discord
server. I'm
Yes.
in there right now.
Yes.
Actually.
And you get access to it at any tier on our Patreon. And
Have
it's
any
been
of you
awesome.
played the Indiana Jones game yet? Is the latest question from our active Discord server.
It just dropped, so none of us would have
None
played
of us
that.
have played it
And
yet.
it's only on Xbox, so definitely none of us would
When
have
does
played it.
PS5 come out?
In like spring.
Oh,
I think I'm picking it up.
This was a Microsoft funded game, so we didn't think it was ever going to come to the other systems, and now they just don't care.
Yeah. I think I'm going to pick it up,
Do you
though.
have an Xbox?
Yeah, I have an Xbox Series S.
Yeah.
X.
I
Trish has it, I should say.
Yeah, I haven't turned mine on in about 2 years.
Really?
And I'm excited to do it.
Yeah.
Is it worth getting for me?
I mean, the
You know?
gameplay looks awesome.
the Xbox or
The Xbox.
No.
Terrible.
No, it's
Oh, okay.
and all of that stuff is coming to Steam anyway.
Yeah, god awful system.
Terrible.
Well, shit. What are they going to do? Is this the last Xbox?
No, they keep talking. They have really shifted their position that Xbox is just a platform. Like you could play it on Xbox. That's the system we sell, but you could also play it on PC, play it on Steam Deck. Like they literally in their newest ad showed like someone playing a
Interesting.
game on Steam Deck. It's like, we don't care where you play it. Just play our games.
That's smart because you're selling more copies of the software now.
They've just put, they're like, we're not winning the hardware war, so let's shift
No
to
one
that,
ever wins.
which is good.
No one ever makes money, I should say, on hardware until it's like the Wii and it was out for 10 years already.
Nintendo actually has a legacy of like they always kind of do.
Actually, they are the one. But like,
Yeah.
doesn't Sony also just like, hey, we know we're going to sell the console at a loss, but we're going to
Yes.
make it up on all the software.
Basically, yes.
And-
So that's what. Anyway, but
They're
they're
still-
doing it too. They're selling.
They're
some
still
stuff on Steam
releasing
now, too.
new games on PS4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're kind of
Okay,
stuck between
But-
generations.
But
still.
they put out the PS5.
I
and,
know.
and a long time ago. Not like it was like yesterday.
Yeah, it's been out for years.
Yeah.
4 years ago.
So why?
Really?
Yep.
So why'd they do that?
It fell. That generation fell into the cracks where it came out. The pandemic was going on. You couldn't get that system.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, 150 million people have PS4. So it's
Yeah.
like, wait, we're not going to make the game on the platform that could sell that many copies. Like, what are we doing? And it had a very bad start. So it just kind of never got off the ground. Now a lot more people have PS5, but so many more still have 4 that they're going, well, why are we giving up on that? You know, and there's a lot of people at home that feel like the difference is still not that great,
Exactly.
that they're going,
I'll
you
still
know?
buy a PS4 version because it's cheaper for like a game. Like I think I just got Clock Tower Rewind that Mariel worked on. And I bought it physical through an import site and it was like, oh, this is on PS4 and PS5. Well, it's cheaper on the PS4. It's going to look identical and we'll utilize all the same features. Maybe it doesn't load as fast or something. Like I couldn't even imagine what the difference is, but I'll buy that PS4 copy still.
Yeah, it's a strange era because everything you're saying is essentially it makes the argument that the PS5 is not necessary or it's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's almost like a PS4 Pro.
They made a PS5, but they're still releasing stuff on PS4, and most people are saying, "Well, I'm not going to get a PS5 because what's the difference?"
It sucked. Yeah. I mean, like you look at any of the polls or whatever and about this console generation and it's super lackadaisical. It's super just like, meh, you know, like it
For
just
sure.
never had them. It never had a moment where it was like, now get that. You have to get the new console. However, I still maintain, we talked about this before. I still maintain GTA 6 is going to be,
Yeah, that's
going to be one where it's like,
Yep.
yo, my PS4 is smoking and running at 5 frames a second. Oh, I got a PS5 Pro and this thing, this is the most cinematic game I've ever seen.
Do you?
You know what I mean? Like that's gonna
Yeah.
hit. That's the one game that will hit so much of the public and it will be that it'll look that good that people I think will go.
It'll have
fuck, I need
120 hertz refresh rate. It'll
Or
have
whatever,
the ray
yeah.
tracing.
Do
It'll
you
have
think
everything.
that when does that game come out? It's 2 years from now?
No, it's supposed to be next year.
Oh.
2025.
No, wait. Yeah, wasn't it? I think
I thought it was-
2025.
I thought it was 2026, but okay, whatever. Okay, well, when is I know the 5 is 4 years old now.
Mhm.
How often do they get a new one?
Every
I feel
5 years.
Yeah, I feel like the PS6 is kind of soon.
It's been a long. No, PS5 Pro just came out.
okay.
Stretch it.
So it'll be years.
Yeah. Oh,
years
years.
and years. Yeah.
And they stretch it with like, oh, we're going to do the VR headset for it now too. That's the new thing.
Yeah. The PS4
Stretch
had a
more years out
7
of
year,
it.
it was
7
like a 7
years.
year thing.
Yeah.
It's getting longer. I mean, if they announce Switch 2 at some point, I mean, the beginning of this coming year, it will be 8 years. So that went 8,
Wow,
so
that's
it's
crazy.
getting longer.
Yeah.
The tech is getting better. So
Sure.
it's not like after
My
a year, this thing
Switch
sucks.
just overheated and turned off the other day.
Did it really?
Shit.
Yeah, I was in the middle of playing Zelda and it's just like too hot, shut down.
Whoa.
I had this like noisy fan and
Yeah.
I bought a kit to open it up and fix it, but the kit was bullshit. The screwdrivers weren't small enough
Oh,
for
Garrett
the
will help
actual
you. He's got all that
screws.
shit.
Oh yeah, I have some
He's done that.
screwdrivers.
I think you could open up the Joy-Con, but I think for the actual console, it's like smaller screws.
We have
Gotcha.
a set here that I can help you with.
Well, I don't know. I have like fucking really small screwdrivers, but nothing. It's like a proprietary, like
It's that 3-prong
Ooh.
safety screw.
tiny
Yeah.
ass safety screwdriver.
Yeah.
So
And sometimes you order them online and they're shitty. They're cheap. So you use them and they break in the thing. It's
yeah, I
like,
didn't want to strip the screws. I was worried about doing that. But anyways, whatever. Long story short, the thing just shut down on me, and I'm like, oh fuck, I guess I'm done playing this for a while.
Mhm.
But new one's on the way.
I was going to
Hell
say
yeah.
Switch 2.
Switch 2's coming out.
They're going to say something. I'm telling you, it'd be as soon as January hits. I think they're waiting for the holiday season. Like let the regular Switch still sell.
yeah, people
some
buy this shit. Yeah.
and then January's going to hit, and they're going to go. All right, in April or whatever, get ready.
So you still
Switch
think
2."
it's going to come out in April?
I think it will.
I just
Cool.
saw a trailer for a badass new game called, it was called Project Mugen. Have you heard about this?
No.
This sounds super familiar.
They just changed the name or announced the official name as Ananta, but it's almost like an anime Spider-Man meets GTA open world game.
Oh, I didn't.
What the-
no,
I
I
I was
didn't
watching
see
the
that.
trailer this morning and it looks really amazing
Wow.
actually.
Huh.
I don't know if we could. I'm not gonna show it to you guys now, but check it out. I think you guys would be interested in that.
Okay.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Ananta. The trailers are out now. It looks really cool.
What, is that on like a Steam thing or is it like a consoles?
I'm not sure actually. I think it's coming out on all the consoles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can pull it up right here. This is like a
Oh shit! You're not joking. It does
Animated
look
GIF.
like that.
yeah, it looks really cool.
Wow.
And this has like sports simulators in there. I saw in the trailer they're playing volleyball.
Oh.
They're playing darts.
So
Now
it's
we're
very
talking.
GTA like.
Uh,
Wow.
yeah, it
Cool.
looks super cool.
Got my interest on that. Okay.
Man.
Oh wow. Yeah.
PS5, PS4. So take your pick.
Yeah.
And PC and apparently mobile sometime in the future.
That's interesting. Well, I was going to say, to take it back to Indiana Jones, though, I am very excited because Indy needed this win. You know, it was like every movie coming out, the fourth one came out, people were like, ew, fuck this.
Yeah.
The fifth one came out and no one even saw the fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know, Indy needed the win. And I was like, I hope this game is good. And reviews came out. They're great.
Oh, good.
Reviews saying this should have been the fucking movie, you know, stuff like
really?
that. Troy Baker plays,
The voice.
Yeah, yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
so good.
I was gonna
He
ask, how
sounds
is it?
just like, I mean, I don't, you know, I can't do it. I'm not going to do it.
You
but,
could do it.
you know, I may look like him, I don't sound like him. But just really, anyway, really, really cool. They said there's a lot of aspects of, even though it's an action game, it's by the Wolfenstein developers. You know, it's first person whipping. They said like I fired a game like 8 times throughout the whole game. That's not your go-to.
Fire
It's not
a
a
gun.
shooter. Yeah, you have this Luger
Okay.
in case it's like, yo, you have to fucking like murder this guy.
In case a guy comes at you with swords.
Yeah, the swordsman, exactly. But a lot of people are like, there were parts that reminded me of like the old Lucasfilm games, like trying to solve the thing.
Yo.
There were, you know, I was hearing a lot of cool stuff, so I'm picking it up today. I'm very excited.
Because I had Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, and
Yeah.
that game was not good.
Yeah, no. But I think there's kind of little elements that are like
Those
it's
old
kinda
LucasArts,
like, yeah,
that's
but
sick.
actually like fun.
I didn't know.
Well,
it was
there's
the
no way it's
Wolfenstein
going to be
team.
better than Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Let's
That's
be
true.
real. That's the greatest Indiana Jones game of all
That's
time.
true.
The real ones, no.
I remember talking to you about that when they announced the fourth one, and you were saying there were rumors that it was going to be Atlantis themed or whatever the movie.
Yeah, I remember that,
And I remember you bringing that up. You were like,
I've
"Oh, I
already
bet you."
had the saga. The point and click adventure from LucasArts back in the 90s. I played the hell out of that game. So
Yeah, I remember. Well, Derek, there's something that you don't have.
Oh, it's for Derek.
Uh-oh, surprise,
God
Shawn.
damn it.
Well, let me just say this.
Act surprised, Shawn.
We have on the podcast over many years surprised Garrett and Shawn
Yep.
multiple times
Yep.
with a remember off
Yeah, thank
out
you.
of
Thank you
nowhere.
for my present.
I felt a little bad about that, so I'm going to catch Derek off guard with something today
Okay.
because don't get too excited.
Uh-oh.
You have to answer for something,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
I have to.
and you need to be confronted about it. But
He's
it's
got a
not going
bone
to
to
be me.
pick.
It's going to be through the theater, Shakespeare Theater.
Come on.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a remix.
Is this a YouTube comment?
A message to Derek.
Uh-oh.
A comment on his review of Hot Frosty on Netflix.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
From, by the way, the screen name, I'm not making this up, is Wolfgang Amadeus.
And so this is fake.
Some letters and numbers.
This is fake.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I did my research. This is actually, let me just clarify. Not only is it real, it's not one of our fans. It's someone who found the, anyway.
How would you find my review of Hot Frosty
They-
if you're not a Mega64 fan?
They looked up Hot Frosty. All right.
Was it tagged?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
When you say the worst Christmas movie, it would suggest you've seen countless holiday films,
Yeah, I
but
have.
you never even finished it,
Yeah.
which
It was so fucking bad.
makes you less credible.
Uh-oh, he's right.
Making fun of a lonely widow is not funny.
Well, she's an actress. She's not actually a widow. It's fake.
Saying things like extremely bad and cringe, yet failing to grasp the invaluable lesson is laughably foolish.
Okay. No, I grabbed the lesson in 2 seconds and the movie kept going.
People who watch these types of films already know what to
They're
expect.
extremely lonely. People.
The movie is about
Yeah.
the human experience.
Oh, all fucking movies are about the human fucking experience.
Not
It is about
Sorry, I got heated there.
how we never forget the people we loved. Kathy,
Oh, pretty deep.
Kathy, Lacey Chabert,
Yeah, obviously.
uses the snowman to help her confront her emotional trauma from her husband's death and find love again.
Uses that snowman. All right.
Jack endears himself to the community
That's
by
the snowman.
helping
That's
people
the naked snowman.
and being genuine.
yeah.
It has a beautiful message about Christmas and how it's a time to care for others. I ask you.
Wow. That, by the way, that is a beautiful message, and I don't think that's ever been conveyed in any other movie before. So that's really striking.
I ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that bad?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
What do you have to say for
Scene.
yourself?
Very. Okay, play the second part, Johnny. Go back to it. It's not. It should be. It started to continue it.
It
no?
started to play. Unsubed. So, Derek, you have to answer the question.
put
Why
me
is that
in-
bad?
That certainly put me in my place. When something is so insufferably bad,
Yeah.
when the dialogue is stupid, when the plot is just a rehash, distillation of every generalized bullshit, low effort, quickly turned around Hallmark movie,
Yeah.
TV movie quality film.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you required to finish it before you pass judgment?
That's the question for the lords above. I can't answer that.
Derek.
Yeah.
I,
The movie is supposed to be funny. It's not funny.
Where was Jack's carrot located?
Maybe his cock. I don't know.
Okay.
They didn't see, because that's
He
a funny,
didn't have a carrot.
that's a funny plot point.
Now hey, have you ever thought about putting a carrot for a penis.
down there.
Well,
That's
that's what
funny.
They used to say that in my neighborhood. They would say, "Look what Frosty's got."
This movie doesn't. this review doesn't bother me actually because this is the type of movie that you watch and you say, "I don't want to meet the person who likes this movie," because this is
Wolfgang Amadeus.
this is like a
You don't
litmus
wish-
test on like how terrible. You know, everybody's open to their own opinion,
Of course.
open to their own taste, but that taste doesn't align with mine, and that's
Yeah.
where it's at. That's okay.
I have not seen Hot Frosty, but I don't know what Discord I'm still new to. I haven't really figured it all yet.
I'll do a
get there.
fucking watch
That's what I'm
party.
saying. We should do a watch party with
I
Hot
will
Frosty.
do-
Hot Frosty.
I
Good
will do a
idea.
fucking watch party this Tuesday. I'll do a watch party on Discord. We could watch Hot Frosty and we could just talk about it openly on the chat.
Sure.
And people could tell, say,
You be the judge.
you be the judge. I'll sit there with you. I'll give you my take while
Yeah.
we're watching it. I'll be like, well, this is why I thought this sucked. This is the part that really made me fucking cringe.
I think the only thing though to make that fair, we would have to invite Wolfgang Amadeus.
Oh, they'll
to
be
the-
invited.
to the Discord.
Yeah.
I'm invite him to the studio.
I'll leave a
Yeah.
will
Fly
leave
him
a I'll leave a comment back very nicely because I don't think they're going to see this part. This
Well,
what we
hopefully
His
recorded-
not.
performance.
this performance. I'll leave a very nice comment inviting them to a watch along.
Mm-hmm.
If they have the guts to show up, you'll get two sides of the coin.
Yeah.
Live.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's where we'll why not? I'm no bullshit. I will do that. We'll put that out on social media if you want to watch that. We'll do
Yeah.
we'll do a watch through of Hot Frosty. It's fucking garbage. But you know what? At least it's short. So we'll get through it. It'll probably be more fun watching it with you all out
Yeah.
there anyways.
I will say, just to pivot to talking about the
and that comment didn't even address the fact that the name of the movie sounds like a sex move where you poop on somebody.
Yeah.
They didn't even
That is
touch
true.
that because they knew I was right. about
we were
that.
talking about an idea beforehand too. Not to keep talking about Hot Frosty, but kind of an interesting concept. They should make that movie, but a woman, a woman,
Okay.
like it's like a,
Frosty's a woman and the main
Yeah.
character's a guy.
Where's her
Okay.
carrot?
and it's like what the
That'd be such a fucked up
What?
movie.
she's naked except for hat.
the rules don't apply
top
the other
hat.
way.
Frosty too is like moronic in that movie. He's like so dumb. You question like, is this even ethically like?
Oh, it's a poor thing situation.
yeah. It's like, yo,
Oh.
this snowman is so fucked in the head. Like, how are you trying to even? This is like, yeah, we're sitting around talking about Bluey level.
Yo,
Like, the mental connection is not there.
Oh,
They
that
should have called it
sucks.
if it's like Christmas poor things. They should have called it that. They should have called it holiday Yuletide things.
Yuletide things.
Anyway, I did want to say though about the Discord that really has been cool. I never fuck around with Discord at all. Like if somebody is like you have to call me through that, then I'll use it and then just get out of it. But I've never been part of like any like I just hang with friends and talk to them on here. I've just never done that.
Yeah.
So when they were, there should be a Mega64 Discord, a lot of Patreons have that and whatever. I'm like, okay. And Meg set it up. Meg's not here today, but she did a great job.
Really hard on this.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, well, people like that. All right. I've never seen anything that I was more behind the thing. Like
Oh, welcome to my world.
I felt like Shawn for a minute.
That's a tough space to be in.
Making saying innocent people are guilty.
Come
I'm just kidding. But how many people embraced it? Like we announced that, okay, it's out. Here's the Discord. It's like everyone that's ever been on our Patreon came out for that.
Yeah, there's
and
a
it's
lot
a
of users.
thriving community. And
Yeah.
it's so I was surprised. It's like this is laid out so cool, and I love all the discussions going on. It was really impressive. So anyway, and just the fact that you could do that, you could do the Hot Frosty watch along, just makes it that much cooler. So
Yeah.
that's all.
And it's
Yeah,
not
I
gonna-
wasn't even trying to plug it. I just thought it was really amazing.
It's not going to get deleted overnight over a gift exchange argument.
Yeah. I don't know
Sure.
if that's-
Yeah, why
It's
not?
Exactly.
Old forums
Oh.
reference.
Oh.
Real old forums reference. But the old heads know that community is kind of like alive again. It feels like the old Mega60 forums. There's even a Nokia N-Gage forum.
New comment from the Discord just came in. What's your favorite channel on the Discord? The Mega64 Discord.
Ooh, I hate to say this,
Yeah.
but I love that there's a figure for him. I like that that's up on there. I appreciate that. I'm going to get involved in that. But
Show off your figs.
the food, there's a food related forum. I'm just hungry and going in there and I'm like, oh yeah, I just fried up some dumplings with chili oil. Yeah. I want everyone to know, no matter how much I post, I'm always in there scrolling and mumbling to myself, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Whether you hear me or not.
There's like a book discussion channel in there, and
Okay.
I didn't comment in it, but I was perusing because I always like to see just what people are reading, and if enough people kind of agree, like, yeah, that's good, yeah, I read that too, then I have a wish list that I'll put that on there.
Cool.
So might get to. So there was some interesting stuff in the book recommendations
Yeah, that's cool.
on that channel.
I am asking Meg and Johnny or anyone really. I feel this is the not,
Shawn was doing jury duty when we launched the Discord. I don't think you've signed in yet.
I have not, and I also have never used Discord before, and so
You've done podcasts over it.
Get your phone out right now and download Discord.
no,
on your
I
phone.
I've done that since I've downloaded it, but I don't
Okay.
know how to sign into this. I don't know. I need someone to hold my hand like I'm 80 years old and
Yeah.
just show me the ropes, and then I will be happily involved in it. But right now, I was like telling Meg, like, you're saying words and I don't understand what's happening. Like, I am so sorry. Like, I know it's kind of like, oh, Shawn doesn't know. I really don't know. Like, please help me. So
We're gonna bring you up to date.
that's gonna be later today. He'll bring you up to date. Yeah.
Like, when your grandmother used to go for like computer lessons at Best Buy.
This is you're trying to teach me how to use the VCR.
Have you joined the Discord?
Have I joined the Discord? No, I don't know how to do that. But I'm on Discord. Like, I have a Discord.
I think we sent you an invite.
Where?
On Discord.
Come on.
In your inbox.
And what inbox?
You just got to learn
The
the
Discord
app.
inbox.
Oh.
You get it.
But I do want to be a part of this. But it was people here like, hey, we're going to be active in this. We got to get on this. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
Well, you should have gotten involved,
Yeah.
my opinion.
While you were in the juror box, should have been on Discord.
I'm going to send you an invite right now.
On Discord?
No, I'll send it to you.
No, through the mail.
Like, I'm looking at it right now.
I'll message it to you
Okay,
on a certain app we use.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
And then you can join it right now.
I'll join it live.
Thanks for sending that on Signal. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say the app.
Oh, shit.
Bumble.
Truth Social.
Oh, shit.
Sean's
Okay.
always on Truth Social.
Okay, let me
You're
see.
lucky he doesn't know what that is.
I know. He'd have a
What is
fucking
Truth Social?
meltdown.
I'm not even going to engage with Garrett anymore. Accept invite. Okay.
You're in.
Okay, got it. Sure. Okay,
Real
so I go
engaging
there. Oh no. Browse channels?
Well, we almost made this a whole friend dimension.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I thought the plan still was.
well, I can't get this to work, so yeah, we'll do that in friend dimension.
Yeah.
Well, you just made fun of how
we're
this is the most
save the
boring
fun.
content.
We're going to save the fun for those who paid.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
gonna-
fine.
This is too boring to do on camera, so we'll dedicate a whole show to
Well,
it.
okay, so where do I go from here? What do I do now?
Accept the invite.
I did.
I don't think you did. You're in there.
Well,
Now you're
Hey.
Derek, you asked who or what
Wait,
our
wait, wait.
favorite channels are.
Yeah, what's
in
yours?
The Discord. I've used like text channels and obviously like voice and video channels when I take calls on the PPS, but I had never used the like forum mode as well as the stage mode, which is really cool. But forum mode, there's a poorly played stream discussion in there, and I've been like able to talk with fans like before I go live, like, what do you guys think I should I plan out my route or should we just fucking wing it, in Resident Evil? And then I've also been chatting with them about like music I play in the poorly played stream. I'm going to start dropping links to them because there's a lot of music that's on the PPS for the reason of it doesn't get a copyright flag, but that means like no one out there on the internet, like it's not online. So
Sure.
I've been getting requests for years and really didn't know how to like, what do I rip fucking this CD and like email it to you? Like
Sure.
I've actually done that over the years for people who have asked.
Yeah.
But in here now, I can like take requests for like, what's this song that you open the show with? I'd be like, oh, here's an MP3. So I'm gonna start doing that. Throw your requests in.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rocco also didn't know, by the way. He tried to help me just now and says, well, I don't know.
I think it's his phone. His phone's fucked up.
Well,
Let me see your phone.
Yeah, I just want everyone to know that like it's not just me being an idiot. It's that Rocco also was like, I don't know. So
I will say the Discord kind of like layout is so different than any other
yeah, I don't love
app.
it, but
No.
the content on our new one is so good that I'm
I'm used
I've
to it
reached
now.
an equilibrium.
The thing is, it's never really changed. It was just kind of like, and I'll kind of give them credit. Like the GUI has been the same for the fucking launch of the thing, really.
You're
It's
in.
just
You
awkward.
joined.
Yeah,
But
but
I
how do
think-
I get to like?
I think he still has to be invited through that. You know what I mean? Like you can't just get the link.
because I
think you
can't
have
like
to
see any of like the
Yeah,
threads or
I
anything.
think that's what's going on.
All right.
yeah.
I'll get you in here.
Okay.
Don't
Thank
worry.
you. Thank you.
We'll handle this after the show.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do.
But don't worry, I'll be in it. I'm gonna be there. And I heard
Don't
there was
worry,
a
everyone.
sports one.
Oh yeah, there's.
Well, that-
look at
Yeah,
you.
but that
Fucking-
went to shit
Why?
because it's all sports talk.
Dude, I'm gonna be living in there.
Oh, I'm not inviting you.
Yeah,
I don't want to perpetuate this.
That's what I'm saying.
Come
It's
on.
that vibe.
dude.
The
Look, at,
vibe.
look at
It's-
you're missing out. This is the sports and
Yeah, there's some good talk. Ken Caminiti talk.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
yeah.
There's
Oh
some
yeah.
Bip Roberts
Yeah, they're
combos.
talking BIP.
Mhm.
They're having a chat about BIP.
Bip Roberts.
Have you
yeah.
seen the commercial with Tony Gwynn and Bip Roberts from back in the day?
What year?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Really?
That just came up recently, and it's like, oh, this is so fucking great.
Yeah,
It's-
I love good BIP content.
It really is Bip Roberts and Tony Gwynn. He's like, yo, Tony, like, look, I'm looking at the book right now. My baseball card is worth $4. If I just save all my baseball cards, I could have a lot of money. And then Tony Gwynn goes, Bip, you're looking at Robin Roberts. Bip Roberts, yours is worth 4 cents. And he's like, well, it could go up. And that's the commercial.
Yeah,
Well done.
that's good BIP.
We got Bip and Tony.
He should
Gwen
have his own
talking?
site
What
to
are
watch.
they advertising?
I don't even fucking know.
He should
Yeah.
have his own site to watch that stuff, like BIP.tv.
Oh yeah, a radio show, a
Some
sports
people
show,
will get it.
sports show that I listen to. Every now and then, once a month, they have Bip Roberts call in on 91X.
Nice.
He
So-
calls in a 91X.
Yeah,
Damn.
in the morning, Bip Roberts with a Bip Roberts segment. It's dope.
They Skype with Bipe.
Skype with Bipe.
Oh man.
He's not on.
All right, there's my Bip Roberts
Discord, yeah.
combo. I'm done with my quota
Anyway,
of talking about him.
just wanted to say that Discord is really cool. I was really stoked with how that
Yeah,
turned out.
and I can't wait for the Hot Frosty
watch
viewing.
along.
Yeah,
Mm.
We'll
I
set
always
that up
watch-
for you want to watch it with me? I think we should do it on
Totally.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday works. I always end up having to watch a bunch of those movies because Trish watches like all of the Lifetime and the Hallmark holiday movies. Last year there was like 4, I swear to God, starring the same woman. It was like, how many guys can she fucking meet in a small
Yeah.
town where it snows over the holidays? But this year I've seen not only the Hot Frosty one advertised, but like a Kansas City Chiefs
Oh yeah.
themed
I've seen-
holiday
Well,
romance
Richard Christie's in
movie.
it, so that's why I know.
Yeah.
I know about that one. I'd watch that. Hell yeah,
You would?
it's sports.
Yeah, it is all about sports.
Yeah,
I thought you don't like the Chiefs.
I don't give a fuck about football.
Yeah, Kelsey's in it, I think.
I don't care about that either. I'll just watch it.
It's got the what's the really popular oh man, she shaved her head and pretended she was Gypsy Rose Blanchard in that one TV show.
I don't know,
Fuck.
man. Sorry.
Hunter.
King?
No, what's her name?
King.
Yeah, Joey King.
Yeah.
So Joey King's got an older sister, Hunter King, who stars in that Chiefs
Man,
one.
you're all in the know.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, Hunter King's
Yeah.
is a great actress.
Okay. Okay. I know what you're doing. Derek, you saw Wicked.
I did see Wicked.
I-
Johnny saw Wicked. Shawn saw
think-
Wicked.
I think we've
Rocco
all seen
saw
it.
Wicked.
Garrett?
Garrett saw Wicked.
No.
You
didn't see
well,
it.
Surprisingly
what are you waiting for?
enough. I haven't been to the movies.
You've
in
seen
so
every
long.
rando
You haven't
movie.
been to a movie?
Yeah. What? Here's
Yeah, I mean,
my,
I've really slowed down.
my review of Wicked. It was like the Super Bowl for pick me girls. That's how I felt about Wicked.
I don't know what that means either. What do you mean by that?
Where do we go on this show? Man, I feel like every conversation is just a breakdown.
Ooh, pick me. Right?
Yeah, Ariana Grande, Glinda, Elphaba, played by who played Elphaba? What's her name?
I forget.
Cynthia Elviro.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like overachievers and narcissists competing to be like the number one person for 3 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Okay.
Is that how long it was?
Yes, 2 hours and 45
Yeah, it's
minutes.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
Didn't feel that long though, right?
Did you guys ever see the play? The
No.
musical?
I knew nothing.
I knew nothing.
Okay.
going
I don't
into
think the
this.
musical is a 5 hour show,
No.
so I don't understand.
No, it's like shorter than just this part one.
you know,
interesting.
watching
it's
Wicked.
Part 1?
Yes, it's a part
Yeah,
one.
it's part one of 2.
Jesus.
This is what I'm saying. It's
Christ.
terrible. It's 3 hours long. And then by the end of it, it's like, yeah, and come back to see how it all ends
Fuck
next
off.
year.
I loved it. I really liked it. I liked it a lot.
I just felt like I was watching it thinking like Glinda just reminds me of every person I don't like, just narcissistic.
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to
self-aggrandizing,
like her,
full of her. Yeah, but she's the main character of the movie.
Sure.
And then Elphaba is
Elphaba's the main character of the movie.
Slightly more enjoyable, but you know what?
Yeah.
This is just my opinion. The movie was long. Parts of it were enjoyable. Songs were good. I liked some of the music there, but ultimately I was like, this is just not interesting. It just never really grabbed me, honestly. I just felt like it wasn't my bag of tea, but I respect the craftsmanship.
Well, I was going to say, I loved the sets and like, it was all practical. That's fucking cool. Like I think they really did great with that. Like that was awesome.
I loved the cast in this. I thought Ariana Grande was awesome.
Me
I thought
too.
they were all awesome.
Yeah.
But maybe that's a difference in opinion, Derek, than from me to you. But my review is ultimately the same. I think the same as yours. As a musical theater kid, was having a good time. Like, oh man, pulled out all the fucking stops for this. So I enjoyed it on that level. And I was there's a cameo or two in this movie that somehow I did not know about. And the theater kid in me was fucking at attention when that happened. Oh, they're in this. That moment, I was like practically standing up in the theater. So like there's stuff I really loved from that angle. But yeah, the story and whatnot. Now, it's a musical, so I come into a little lowered expectations for how like deep the story is going to get. But I'm kind of like exactly what you just said. I don't really know what is like the hook on this. I'm kind of waiting for that. And the fact that it's part one, I don't know. Maybe I guess I'll see the other one to tell you what I thought of the story. I was surprised. I really didn't see a lot of complaining about it being like a broken up thing. And so I guess I'll be that guy. Why are we tolerating this part one, part two shit? I can't stand it.
Yeah.
So that was my review. I enjoyed it on the musical theater kid level.
They're hiding that fact that it's part one of two.
Yeah,
They
I
did it
think
with
that's
Enter the
bullshit.
Spider-Verse too.
They know that it's they know that people fucking hate that.
Yeah.
But they also know, well, once you've sat through the 3-hour part one, what are you going to not come back for part two?
Yeah.
Part two is always going to be better because the story has a conclusion, which is like what people crave when they go to a movie. They're like, how does it end? How does it all end up? Well, yeah, you got to come back next year to find out. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
For me, it's one thing that they keep doing it. Okay, I guess we keep doing this.
advertise it.
But the fact that it's hidden
Yeah.
is like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing? That's
getting
just
your
common
money.
practice now. Yeah, but they didn't tell you. They didn't. Shut the fuck up. So that pissed me off.
Johnny, what'd you think?
I loved it.
Okay.
But I do agree the part one, part two thing is bullshit. If the play is shorter than the two movies, that's ridiculous.
That's
Yeah.
But it's a musical. I think the songs are like 10 out of 10. So for me, that's what kept me.
I enjoy that angle of it. So I still had a good time. And I still want to see. I actually want to see the
I
second
liked
one.
every part of this. I don't know. I just really liked it. And then at the end, I fucking cried. I don't
ending was
cry
great.
in movies. And I was like it got me. And I was like, I wasn't prepared
Yeah.
for this. I didn't think I'd be doing this.
I don't know if I cared enough to get involved like that, but it was the ending. That whole section was very well executed. But again, I need the whole story. I just don't.
I mean, I'm not saying that I justify the part one, part two thing. Fuck that.
No.
But,
I know what you're saying.
But overall,
I was so antsy at the ending. At that point, I was like, I clearly we're reaching 3 hours here. We're coming to a midway point. I guess just let's get to the credits.
Oh wow.
She's running away from the cops. I'm like, I get it. She's gonna
There's police.
she's gonna get away.
Yeah. I thought this took place in the land of Oz.
I think
They're Oz cops.
the Win- are they the
Oh.
Winkies? Is that I think that they're
the Wheelers. That was Return to Oz.
Yeah, I know. I hope they show up. That'd be sick.
Feruza Bulk. Oh.
You talking about Mila Jovovich?
I thought Cynthia Erivo, the actress who played Elphaba, was amazing.
Yes.
Actually, I liked her in. I talked about Mr. Mercedes, and she played Holly, the main detective in
So
that.
good.
I'd seen her previously. I think she's a great actress. She was my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And again, it's not that the movie was bad. It just wasn't great.
Yeah, it just I without any knowledge of the show, I didn't have anything. What's the hook of this one that I'm like, oh wow, they cracked this?
I thought it was really
Nothing
interesting.
really did it.
It's kind of like Hogwarts. They're learning how to do magic in the land of Oz. They're all at school. Cool.
Oh, it's that.
Why are they all fucking 40 years old?
Yeah.
It's like they're all pretending to be high schoolers. These people are fucking middle aged.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oddly enough, my favorite part of the whole movie, this is going to be the weirdest thing to zero in on, but what's her name that plays the witch? That plays the Elphaba?
I don't remember her name.
Cynthia Erivo.
I can't retain that for some reason.
She can sing. That's crazy.
But the thing that really blew me away in the movie was that she was green in a practical, like they didn't CG that. It was practical makeup.
Yeah.
But it never was, oh, here's this person with green makeup on. Like
It looked
you
good.
accepted it. It looked great. And you never questioned it or thought about it after a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was done so effortlessly and looked perfect. It wasn't just, oh, fucko in green makeup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are times
that was a practical effect that I was just like, damn, you nailed that.
When she would,
Practical effect it was makeup.
No, I know, but it just,
it was good makeup.
but it just looked perfect.
Yeah, it's good makeup.
It
like Gamora. from
just
all
looked
the,
perfect. I
Marvel
thought
stuff.
I was just impressed by that. It just was.
And when she would cry, I would be like looking for a streak
Now,
from the tear. But
They
no,
got the Meheron. They paid for the good stuff.
they pay for the good
now
stuff.
that I have an issue with.
What's that?
Yo, fucker melts underwater, but she's fucking bawling her eyes out.
I got into a debate with this. It's not water. Those are witch tears. That's a magical substance. What are you talking? It's witches' tears. If you bottle that up, you could do some crazy magical
yeah.
shit with witches' tears.
Probably resurrect Majin Buu with that
the
shit.
makeup is not going to run because I'm assuming it's an alcohol-based makeup. So you use alcohol to apply it, and then once the alcohol dries off, it will not come off.
Yeah.
Unless you use alcohol to remove it.
Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to get that
Yeah,
off.
I'm wondering because they went right up to her eyeballs.
Yeah, like
maybe,
she was.
what I mean.
Maybe they did doctor it a little bit.
But that's what I mean. It
'cause
was so.
Are you gonna put like fucking alcohol, like swab on your eyeballs to get that off every day?
It was
I
just so
guess.
effortlessly there. It just. I don't know that I don't know. That just impressed me for whatever reason.
Have they done like CG, like body paint in movies and stuff?
Yeah,
before?
I mean they made people.
I mean,
different
like
colors.
low budget movies, but yeah. I'm trying to think of like the only green kind of example is like Gamora in the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that
Like,
was practical makeup
Paul
too.
Bethany is what? What's the Vision, or is that the character's name?
That's
in the
all
Marvel
CG.
Movies? Yeah, it's just all. There is a lot of CG
Dave
makeup.
Bautista has full makeup as
Yeah.
Guardians of
Yeah,
the Galaxy
yeah.
dude. Can't remember his name.
Yeah, you can definitely see it where it's like, yeah, Vision looked like blurry. The fucking Hulk is also like.
I had read a bunch of articles and promotions talking about like, oh, we built all these sets. It was so practical. I kind of felt like that was a bait and switch because, yeah, you have this quote unquote train that you built, but this is clearly fucking driving towards a CGI city of Oz. It was like, what's the point of doing something practical if it doesn't even appear to be practical? You know, a lot of the movie just looks like it was created in a computer. It's the same thing with like Barbie. They did a lot of practical quote unquote effects, but you're watching it your brain's just assuming it's CGI. It's
Yeah.
made in a computer. For me, I miss the days, and I know maybe people don't agree with me, but I love watching older movies from the 80s. And I always think about Indiana Jones, and I think it's like maybe The Last Crusade, where he's like on a truck and they crash it through a scaffolding of guys, and you're just watching it like, damn, there were actual people on that scaffolding, and they crashed a truck through that. And there's no question of like, did they do that or did they not do it? You have this moment of like, holy fuck, they actually crashed through that.
The irony of that is that I think there was a stunt just like that in the fourth one. But again, that had so many CGI fucking goofs around it.
Yeah, that's what he's
That it's
saying.
like, oh, you really did that. No.
That's exactly my point. If you're going to do something practical, but you're going to wrap it up in this package of, well, it's souped up with these computer graphics, then why, then what am I feel like for me, I'm not getting that payoff of like, oh, they really did that,
Yeah.
Because they built all these sets, but it was like, yeah, but I'm seeing this is like you're in the middle of a giant land that goes all the way to the horizon.
It's wasted.
Yeah, clearly you didn't really make this whole universe here. It's in a computer.
I remember they kind of murkied the waters too when Force Awakens came out. It was like when we were seeing behind the scenes stuff, and it's like, dude, he's doing like a bunch of puppets and shit, you know, like, because if you remember Star Wars before that, the prequels, it was like
All CG.
he hasn't made a damn puppet. Yeah, it's all CGI. Every bit of it. It was getting so annoying. And then, behind the scenes of Force Awakens, there's this puppet guy. There's a weird creature carrying a cart. This is so cool. But then the movie came out, and you know, Maz Kanata is this ugly CG fucking thing talking. Yeah, but all the other things are puppets. Yeah, but you know what I mean? The waters are murky. Yeah, but all right. Get her out.
Yeah.
Let me see the cute puppet back there. Anyway.
Yeah.
That is exactly the same thing, but you know, similar feelings of like you sandwich it all together and it kind of compromises the recipe, I guess.
So you got to wait another year to get the conclusion.
Yeah. To go in for the second 3 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah. I had a decent time. I just wish that it would be the whole fucking story.
Does she have like flying monkeys yet?
You can't. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
So
You're not going
I'm not
to?
going to say.
Oh.
You'll never know until you see it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to know.
They're in there.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What a waste if they didn't use the flying monkeys gag.
Oh, it's not a gag.
That's what she's known for. Oh, it's an origin story? Fuck, I'm buying my ticket right now.
We got the chat open here. Some people disagree with me. That's fine. It's an opinion. Just to clarify, the movie doesn't look bad. There was no drawback to the sets or, you know, not like I didn't enjoy that stuff. But going in, it was like a point of sale. Like, oh, they did so much practical stuff in this.
Yeah.
Cool. But when you're watching it, that doesn't really come across. It's hard to decipher what's practical and what's, you know, maybe it's not hard to decipher. But I just feel like I'm not going to give you points. It's just fucking, you're making movies at that point. You're building sets, but there's green screen backgrounds. Like, as a point of sale, like, check out all this practical stuff they did. It's, for me, it wasn't like, wow, what a great moment, you know?
There were moments of it though that I thought the play with that was cool. Like you were talking about the dance number in the library where there's like the parts of it was a clock, whatever was happening, the rotating
ladders and stuff.
Yeah, the rotating ladders and stuff like that. Like that was all practical and I could tell, and that was cool. And they're enclosed in that space, so there's not really anywhere to get lost visually. But yeah, some of the outdoor parts, it was just like, it's a cool set, but it's sandwiched between Rivendell of Lord of the Rings that I'm So yeah. But
basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think back to like a movie like 1917 at the end when he's like a single take movie and he's running through that field when they go into battle, and you know there were like thousands of people there actually running through that field. And that to me, I was like, now that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think, a different taste or opinion and what what really tickles your fancy when you're watching a movie.
When he gets taken out by that one extra by accident and they kept that, and like that, it looks so fucking cool.
To me is what really impresses me in a movie, when you do have those kind of happy accidents where you're like, well, fuck, man, clearly they're really doing it. Clearly there's some unintentional things happening, but they're still filming it. So this has like more of a feeling of realness to it.
I feel like 1970.
That's my only point for the people who are mad about my Wicked take.
That movie I kind of feel like has been like forgotten. Like no one talked. Yeah, but that movie was great.
So good.
It was so good, but no one's like talked about
it. It came out
movie.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
See, I thought that scene was stupid because that easy could have been green screen and just put him on a treadmill, like green treadmill. And then you don't have to blow up all this shit or run into an extra, which is unsafe.
Unsafe.
You know, just I have a treadmill.
Unsafe.
Yeah.
That could have been cool. Was that really that wasn't 7 years ago, was it?
It came out in 2017.
That was 2017?
Really?
Yeah. That was the whole, like, 1917 comes out in 2017.
Oh.
Am I wrong?
You're being challenged.
Johnny?
Was it in 2019?
2019.
All right, then I'm bad. Okay, so it was 5 years ago.
Damn, they missed that window by 2.
I'm remembering incorrectly. My
They should have done
apologies.
1919.
I got that wrong.
Yeah, they should have.
They should do a sequel.
It's about the aftermath of the war.
It's like
2019 film. Okay, my brain's playing tricks on me. 2019, 5 years ago.
they should do a sequel, and it's like, I'm glad World War I is over. You may want to know there's a World War II. What?
I love 1917. Some people told me, I knew people who were like, that movie was so boring.
What?
And I was like,
that fucking blew me away.
yeah. And they're like, it was just like slow. I don't care. There's a lot of like, he's walking and stuff.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
that. I remember,
But it's fine. That's my whole point. Difference of opinions. Some people like different things when they go to the movies.
Yeah, Hot Frosty is a point of contention.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I remember hearing a lot of the complaints about 1917 were it's like a video game. It's like the two guys just walking, and talking to each other. It's just like a video game. Okay.
They watch Hardcore
You could
Henry.
say anything is like a video game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, a guy's eating ramen in this Japanese film. Yeah, I did that in Yakuza.
That's right.
Like you say that about fucking anything. What are we
could.
talking about?
Well, I don't want to ignore some of these really cool super chats that people are putting up.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
So I'm going to read
Don't
these.
skip that.
Yeah. H question mark, H question mark, H question mark. Those were 3 different comments. H
Vertical
question mark,
bar. You
H
probably
question mark.
Even the
We
Savannah
should say who
Bananas,
sent them.
my future employers.
Okay, yeah.
Kwang Hang Chua.
Well,
Is that really?
Wiki,
You can say that?
Wiki Komodo.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wiki Komodo, and Shu, and Super Saiyan Jaken. Wiki Komodo's back again.
I like that.
Savannah Bananas back in the chat. Thank you. Wiki Komodo's there again with the letter H. Wiki Komodo says, Johnner smells like colon.
I think that's supposed to be Johnny
Dang.
smells like cologne.
No.
Wiki Komodo, thank you. There's another one. Have you read Do Androids Dream by Philip K. Penis? This is Philip K. Dick reference.
Funny
Well,
stuff.
Oh.
I've only seen Blade Runner. I've never read it.
never read it. Saw the movie. Johnny, are you reading these? I'm so sad. I'm so lonely. This girl wants unhealthy interaction via digital, parasocial, monetization, broken heart.
Oh, they just sent another one.
no.
Well, they've sent another one asking us to stop reading these comments. so we will stop reading them. We respect it.
Hey, I
respect it.
We just maybe you just opened a new
That
door.
was
We
fucking
respect
hilarious.
it.
I
The
think
last one's the best.
I think we may have just opened a new door here.
Yeah.
Pay us to stop reading your comments.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, we go in on you for so long, you have to pay us to stop. This could be the future of Twitch and media in general.
Yeah.
Yo, this new movie, they're gonna keep you single out one person. All right, Josh, you're watching this. Fuck you, and you have to pay more to get them to stop.
When you guys were in the theater watching Wicked, did anyone spontaneously burst out into a song?
No,
No.
had some applause
Applause.
At the end?
That's okay.
of certain songs,
Oh.
Okay.
like a bit, a couple big
Like
ones.
when she hits that high note, they're like, "And
There were girls next to me taking photos the whole movie.
Oh. The person next to you, Johnny, I have a new term for this person. There's always idiots in a theater. That's going to happen. But there's a special type of idiot, and I'm going to call them Netflixers. They just act like they're at home watching Netflix. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, sure.
They
Shoes
were
off.
in their pajamas, shoes off, feet up on
Fuck
the
off.
chair in front of them, on their phone the whole time. They were on their phone throughout kind of the whole movie,
You ever
Johnny.
experience people talking full volume in the theater?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
what the fuck is up with
and
that?
she was occasionally doing that. And it was just like her and her friend were it was like they made it their house.
Yeah.
Like just shit everywhere on the phone, it was just like, you want to do this at home? Like I couldn't really see them from where I was, but I knew they were there and it pissed me off.
Because AMC had issued a warning on, I think, social media that was
Yeah.
like, we are enacting a policy. You cannot fucking sing in the
Yeah.
theater here. You will be asked to leave. Please enjoy the film without contributing.
Well, I did find a news story because we were talking last week about Dwayne The Rock Johnson says
Yep.
he thinks it's okay for people to sing, even
Yeah.
though he's not in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And he's never bought a ticket. He hasn't bought a movie ticket in 20
fucking
years.
But Cynthia herself, Elphaba, came out recently this week and also agreed she is perfectly fine with fans singing along to the musical in movie theaters. Good, she says. I'm okay with it.
Wow. I mean, this isn't the Eras tour. This is like a fucking plot feature
Elphaba's
film. Yeah. This is like, I feel like quite the interruption if someone's singing over the fucking.
Oh, yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. You can't sing as good as her. Like, I'm hearing
that's true.
your dumbass behind
Yeah.
me now.
I don't think the actors. You made it. You're not there to watch it.
Yeah.
Job.
Now we had
You're-
to suffer.
You're coming at it from a totally different angle. You're like, hey, I made this thing. People are loving it. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I'm totally uninvolved in the production. I just want to watch it.
Yeah.
I just want to absorb it for the first time. So like, yeah, no singing, please.
Yeah.
No singing.
You've experienced this for 4 years while you're making this. I have
Yeah,
not.
exactly. Sing when you're at home, but not. This was like a $30 ticket. Can I just watch it? So, by the way, we talked a lot of shit on The Rock last week. It actually
good.
left me feeling bad.
Oh,
because you're a
I
big
felt the
Rock fan.
opposite.
I didn't.
You're
I
Dwayne.
know, Rocco. You don't like The Rock. You don't like Haley Welsh. You don't like anybody. I get it. Unless it's Leo Laporte.
I don't necessarily like him either.
Sorry.
He's
That
French.
guy's showing his hog on the stream.
Wait, The Rock showed his hog?
No, Leo Laporte did.
Oh,
Hooked his
yeah,
phone
yeah.
up, and we saw a raw Laporte hog.
I forgot about
Oh
that.
no.
Forgot about
Yeah, his iTunes library or whatever.
What?
iPhoto.
Yeah, I got a conversation with my wife, Joy. I'll bring her up because she was also just talking about how much she doesn't like The Rock.
Hell yeah.
And she was like, he would be great if, same thing we said, if he had a heel turn, if he became a villain, he would be awesome. And I was just like, yeah, but I remember when he was the heel in wrestling on the Attitude Era. That's who I grew up watching. And that still resonates with me, I think, so much. I think he's bought goodwill with me pretty much forever. As cringy and as dumb as some of the stuff he says and does might be, I'm like, I guess I'm just nostalgic for the version of him that existed when I first became aware of him.
Yeah, there are people who are like that for me that are just like, oh, they suck. And now they've like the last 20 things they've done have sucked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't take them down. People are always trying to me, trash like the last 20 Steven Spielberg movies. And I'm like, he could make 50 more pieces of shit. You're never going to get in here. You're never going to get in here. But he's a lot different than The Rock though.
Yeah, I'm so sick of him. Honestly,
I get it.
If
I
you
get
said,
it.
hey, you could banish one person just to be away and gone, Hawk Tuah girl or The Rock, I would choose The Rock to go away.
I
The Rock,
I don't think I would
you
do
may
that.
go.
Skip
We are
that
now
stone.
done. I don't even engage with Hawk Tuah. I don't know anything about it, but I just cannot stand The Rock. I'm so over this fucking guy.
I think it's kind of funny seeing everyone turn on him. I kind of laugh at that. Nothing about that Hawk Tuah dog shit makes me laugh.
You get so mad.
I'm not
have you
mad.
watched it? You seem mad. No?
I'm not even.
You seem upset. You seem
You
upset
said
about
dog
it.
Hawk
shit.
Tuah has had no effect on my
It
life.
seems like it has, though, because you're very angry towards it.
I'm not angry. I just think
She's not going
you're,
away,
You're
by
happy,
the way. She's
and
not
I'm
going away.
and I'm saying get fucked and never talk again.
That seems like an angry thing
That's
to
not
say.
an
You
angry
seem
thing to
angry.
say.
You
That's
seem
advice.
upset.
It's more than
Nah.
indifference.
It's a statement.
Seem upset.
Yeah, you seem mad.
When the president comes out and says, "Hey, this we're gonna do away with daylight savings," you say, "Oh, you seem mad about that. You're mad about daylight savings." No, he's
Not the
solving
same.
the
if
problem.
he said daylight
Not-
savings
not-
can get
not a-
fucked and go away,
Not a
I would
similar
think he was
comparison.
mad.
Not a similar comparison.
That's the same thing.
Nope. Mm-mm.
I think she can get fucked and shut up and
See,
get outta
this
here.
seems angry. There's anger
There's
behind
nothing.
it.
I'm not angry at all.
It's because she's a successful girl.
Do you hear what you're
No.
I
saying?
hate to see her succeed.
Do you hear the words you're saying? Because those are angry words.
No,
What?
there's nothing angry about. I
Get
never
fucked.
want to.
Get fucked's a little.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
That's
it's a little
angry.
Angry.
If I'm yelling it,
No,
But
no,
I'm
no, no,
not.
no.
It's
This
You don't
is
have to-
weird.
it's a
This
statement.
is weird.
Thank you. I'm with you.
It's just a little
It's a
weird.
statement.
I'm saying. It's a weird statement.
No, nothing weird here.
There's something weird.
A
is
bunch
here.
of people not wanting her to fuck off forever. That's what's weird. Seeing her and going, nah, she could stay.
Yeah. No,
I'm
she
just
could
saying,
stay.
she is the CEO of her own company. I'll just put that out
and
there.
she's $50 million richer. So,
And
So-
innocent people,
So
$50
put on your
more.
hoodie and
well, that's up for the course of
But
decide.
I would say fuck them too. So I'm equal. I'm equal opportunity.
All right, everyone.
a lot of hatred going around.
It's been fun. It's been weird, as Derek said. But let's end this shit. We've done it.
What were you gonna say about The Rock?
Yeah, we're in
Oh,
the
sorry.
middle of a conversation.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was over it, but go ahead. No, The Rock.
I mean, no, it's fine. We can end it.
No,
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm sorry.
I mean, he's like
I'm sorry. It's
he's
fine.
like Disney's darling now.
The
I
Rock
just
is?
see, yeah, he's like all over. He was in that terrible Jungle Cruise movie. Now Moana live action, and he was also, voice obviously in the first Moana.
Yeah, the Jungle Cruise is really bad. His movies are bad.
he's
sad.
he's
Not Red One.
I like
Red one.
It's funny because like I didn't grow up with John Cena or The Rock, but I love John Cena's career trajectory so much more than Dwayne Johnson's.
Yeah, Ricky Stenicki.
Him going, hey, that movie was actually funny. I talked so much shit on the name on this show, but that movie was pretty funny.
I mean, I totally see the backlash. I totally see people being sick of it. I think it makes sense that people are, just tired of that fake charm, that schmooze.
Yeah.
Even though he's always thinking the cruise and staying positive, I think people are just sick of it. I did read a story that on Red One, he gave away, they would do like drawings every Friday, like pools of raffling money
the cast and
for
crew
the
and
cast
stuff?
and crew for like, everybody would buy in and the pots would get up to like $4,000 or $5,000. And he just started throwing money into those pots, bringing it up to like $20,000, $30,000, $50,000. So he probably gave away like $100K to his crew, supposedly.
Hard to hate the guy.
I bet he's like fucking great if you're friends with him.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
I bet he's like, I bet he's really cool. I bet when the cameras are off, you probably get this real version of him that's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Honestly. That's, the impression
and
I get.
That's all I want is I don't need this fake, the
But
most
that
happy, successful, cheerful man on the planet.
But he's
look.
so big and he's got such an empire underneath him that he supports. Like he has to be squeaky clean, the most milquetoast fucking corporate smile and say the right thing.
I've said before that like I saw him in real life one time.
You did.
I did. I was driving to a wrestling event at the sports arena and we were parking and the guy was like, hey, look who's paying for parking next to you. He wasn't even paying. He was just getting in for free. And it was The Rock. He looked over at us and then drove through.
Nice.
And it made my fucking day. It was the coolest thing ever. But I have since been like, all right, that smile lasts so long and now I'm done with it. I'm over the smile. I'm not impressed by you anymore.
It's cool if people don't like The Rock. I just, feel bad. Feel bad for the guy sometimes.
Yeah.
He's
I think he's a troubled soul because he has created this world for himself and this persona that no one can live up to. And I think that is unfortunate for him. Personally. Thank you.
Yeah. Thoughts on Hawk Tuah girl?
I have no thoughts. She doesn't get to occupy my mind.
Angry.
Not angry. Not angry. Just, hope she gets locked up. We never hear from her.
Oh my goodness.
That's not anger. It's just a wish.
It's justice. It's
Wish
just
upon a
justice,
star.
Sean.
There was a rant on, I think, a recent podcast. Not really a rant, but I almost Shakespeare Theatered you, Sean.
Oh, my
because there was
Lord.
a comment that said, "You're just mad because he came out recently as a Republican."
Did he?
See, Sean didn't know.
The Rock did?
Yeah, they said that was the secret reason you were ranting about him.
Okay,
and I thought, I'm going to bring it up, and Sean will go, huh? Because there's no way he heard about that. None of us cared that much to
You don't like
research
Republicans?
that.
What's that?
You like Ronald Reagan? He was cool.
Ronald Reagan.
What's wrong with
They
Republicans?
talk about in Back to the Future, which
Let's
is
do
a good
pros
movie.
and Reagan pros and cons.
Reaganomics. Let's go.
Con. He had dementia.
Yeah,
While he
that
was,
sucks.
But hey, pro Nancy was a fucking babe.
While he was president and refused to step down.
That would be a
Which
con.
was
Sound familiar?
irresponsible.
That sounds like a problem.
Sounds like a reoccurring problem in this fucking country.
No.
Now he's getting political.
Pro. He's from California.
That's hey,
Ooh,
fuck yeah.
pro.
I'm
Nice.
My favorite
California.
state.
He was an actor.
That's the best state.
My favorite state.
Tear down that wall. That's his speech.
Yeah, he told him.
the famous address.
Tried to tell him.
Did anybody see Dennis Quaid Reagan movie?
No,
I missed that one.
Was it good?
I missed the Cheney
I heard they
one.
made a big epic scene out of tear down that wall. Like they went, like tear down that wall, and the wall came down, and people were watching on TV like, what? That wall's going down.
I heard recently that whole thing, him saying that, was like just him taking credit for something that was already happening.
Oh yeah, I think probably.
Isn't that everything that happens in this
Of
world?
course.
Though? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all perception.
It's all perception. Anything else you guys want to cover, or are we going to end this
I'm good.
one?
Yeah, what's on the topic
I'm
list
hungry
from
now.
our Discord? Are we?
Well, I'm
I
hungry.
looked at the food Discord,
We've
and
been
that's
going
the
for
problem.
like 2 hours. Johnny's got to edit this shit.
Oh, that's true. It's time for
No.
that post-show clarity.
Let's dirty name. Who
Do we have
named
any
it that?
goodies?
No.
I didn't see anything in the green bin over there.
Let me just take a couple questions to take us out from our Patreon here.
Maybe
Okay.
super chats too. Yep.
Yeah. While he's looking at that,
Super
I'll read the
chats.
super chat.
Yeah, please. 'Cause I don't
Rocco,
want to.
Taco Bell is opening a Live Moss Cafe in Chula Vista.
Whoa.
They have merch giveaways during the grand opening on Monday. Seems up your alley. Thank you, Jub.
I'll go. You want to go?
Jub, thank you
Yeah.
for letting me know about that.
Do you want to go?
I wouldn't be opposed to it, but
Let's
I
do
will
it.
say, there's been a lot of attempts to do Taco Bell clothing. I'm going a little more obscure nowadays.
And
but-
yeah.
If it's cool, it's cool.
I
would
got
go.
Beckett's the biggest Taco Bell fan, and
Oh.
Christmas around the corner, dude. I'm gonna get him everything.
Okay.
He's gonna love.
Maybe
that
we'll
shit.
look into going.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah.
Thanks for the heads up.
Sean, maybe you could read the last two.
LOL. Damn, Shawn. Once again, not being in the know. Hawk Tuah girl has literally just scammed her fans with a pump and dump crypto scam. Again, John.
You should have gotten
I
it
don't
earlier.
think she has the wherewithal to accomplish that.
Okay.
I think it happened. I don't think she's orchestrating.
The judge
this.
will decide.
That's true. And then Avasco says, Shawn, cheer up. Padres lost. Okay, well, thank you. And that got 7 likes. Get out of here.
Yeah, well, they like facts. People like to read a fact.
All right, what do you got there, Derek?
They love to get some info.
What? Another surprise?
No, I'm still looking.
Oh, shit.
Still finding something that we haven't covered already.
See, we covered so much.
Yeah.
What is something you all like about Eric Bador?
Ooh.
Oh my God.
No, I'm thinking.
That fucking noise.
There's
What is
anger.
that?
Anger.
I'm not angry.
You
I'm
went,
thinking
Our
about
dear
it.
friend Eric.
That was almost a.
Eric is in the
bleh.
chat right now, so
See, he heard what you said.
He heard that
he
noise.
heard that.
That's me generating a thought.
Oh, Eric, you know
that was the years turning.
Mhm.
I think you guys have a lot of anger and you project it on me.
Holy shit.
That is true. I 100% agree with you.
You know what I like? I like
you.
he's the fastest mouth in the West on that wrestling commentary microphone. When he's doing the AAPW, I'm tuned into what my man is saying. Best
Yeah.
color commentator on the block.
I
Up
think-
there with Rudy Haynes.
I'll tell you what I like about Eric.
yeah.
He's a pretty authentic
Mhm.
guy, straight talker.
Yeah.
Will not sugarcoat things.
No.
You
Oh,
know,
no.
If he has a problem with you, he'll tell you directly. If I feel like if he doesn't like somebody, he's not going to pretend that he likes them, and I respect that. I respect the straight talk. I really respect the authenticity of anybody who's
It's like
just
the
like,
opposite of The
And
Rock.
he
Hey,
is.
yeah, no, yeah, exactly, no bullshit. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I didn't have to look at this person and try to figure out what's really going on there. Nah, you could trust the words coming out of the mouth. Eric, I respect that. That's what I like about you, man.
Yeah. I mean, Eric is such a dear friend. Like he is so incredibly kind and
sure he
loyal
hates this,
and wants.
actually.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he's
But he
steaming.
wants like the best for me and us. Like I always feel like coming to Eric, he's always like rooting for us, and I've always felt that.
He just is saying, "Thank you, Rocco's turn."
My turn? Talk about him?
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh. No, I'm just thinking. No, you know what has always impressed me about Eric? You know what? You could take this good or bad.
Oh, geez. So
Eric is really good at snapshotting your personality. Like someone will say something, maybe kind of, snooty. You'll hear kind of a shitty comment or something like that, and he'll go, "Oh, you're this kind of guy that da 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 da," and it will disarm them. Like, yeah, that is what I was trying to. Yeah. It's like, yeah, like he's really good at like knowing, like, oh, here's why you said that. Oh, okay. Like he can like, that's a superpower he has. He like dials into their psyche.
Yeah.
Like, I know that you're this kind of guy, huh? Oh, yeah.
It's from playing Fallout on New Vegas all those years.
Yeah, he's really
he
good.
kind of like he vats and scans
But
them,
I
and
feel like if
he
you're
gets a
on
recap.
if you're on the in with Eric and you are a friend of his, like he will do anything for you.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Well,
like we asked him to do something with us recently, and it was like a behind the scenes like thing trying to like improve the company or whatever. And we're like, hey, Eric, would you like to come in and help us? It's gonna be 4 hours of your time. Without a second, yep, I'll be there.
Yeah.
And he was.
And
you know,
that's what I was gonna say is like, I have never seen him in all the years I've known him give up.
Mhm.
I've never seen him go, fuck it, this isn't gonna work. I've never seen him do that. He is dialed in and will stay dialed in on this thing. No, we're gonna figure that out.
Mhm.
And I've never seen. I mean, I get dialed in on some shit, and I'll fucking give up. It takes long enough. But I've never seen him do that, and it's really incredible. He's always been just devoted dude.
Yep. That's
And,
what I would say.
Anyway,
Are you guys going to see the new Lord of the Rings movie? Definitely.
The animated one?
The animated one, 100%. The War of Ra.
How do you say that? Yeah.
Rohirrim? Rohirrim?
Rohirrim?
Rohirrim?
Rohirrim.
I'll see it.
I say Rohirrim.
If
Is it
I
on-
hear it's good.
Yeah, is it in
I'll let
theaters?
you know.
Or is
It
it, going to
will
be on
be.
Amazon?
It's coming out
Oh,
soon.
But it's funny. This is there are a lot of movies that were supposed to be in theaters.
Yeah.
You know what I heard was really good? Just real quick, the Clint Eastwood it might be his last movie. I don't know. He has a new movie, Juror Number 2. Thought you might like it, Shawn.
Oh.
And I'm hearing it's like one of the year's best. And it was like, yeah, Max, it's Warner Brothers, put it in like one theater. All right, fuck it, it's on Max. And people are like, damn, this should have been in theaters. And on the vice versa, this Lord of the Rings thing was meant for streaming. And then they were like, no, fuck it, put it in theaters.
Moneymaker.
So
Lord
it's
of the
just funny.
Rings is a franchise film.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're like, well, people will pay to see that.
They're
Juror
aiming-
number 2, nobody
Yeah.
gives a shit. Put that on Max. Even though I love some Clint Eastwood movies.
I
Some of
do
the
wish they
best.
would have given it a little more of a limited release, or, you know, like you could see it in certain cities at least. But
Yeah.
anyway, but
What's-
I heard both. I heard it was good.
What's
Juror
one
Number
nice
2.
thing we can all say about Hawk Tuah girl?
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
We'll let
She's
Rocco go
attractive.
last so he could
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
She's very pretty.
Oh, he's one with the looks.
And I think the accent is a turn on.
I'm gonna say that's a nice thing to say about her.
That's nice, right?
We're gonna accept your answer.
I'm gonna say she sees the opportunity and she's like, oh, I could move this into that and that and that and build my way up. I respect that. Yep. Seize the day.
Respect.
Derek, what do you have to say?
I'm going to say, for the most part, she's not perfect, but for the most part, she's pretty good at reading the situation and maneuvering in a savvy way,
Mm-hmm.
right? They put her on the spot with this interview.
Yeah.
She whipped up this answer out of nowhere that made her world famous.
Yeah.
Quickly becomes a controversy, loses her job, pivots into selling merchandise, making millions of dollars, has been able to turn this into a podcast. Like, you know, so many people come and go and fucking disappear
She
after
handled Bill Maher's dumbass questions.
after a couple days or weeks. She's able to like keep navigating the situation.
Yeah.
The crypto thing, maybe a misstep.
Might have been a misstep.
Maybe, you know, flew too close to the sun on that one. But generally, up to this point, been pretty savvy navigating these situations. So, you know, kudos to her.
Mm-hmm. Rocco, to end out the show,
And
to
you
end
take-
out the last normal podcast of the year.
Don't go too fast with this. Take your time.
Yeah. You need to end this on a positive note. This is the last one of 2024. And we're talking about Haley.
Careful what you say.
So think about something positive to say.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
She hasn't met me.
Johnny, close us out.
What does that mean? What does that even mean?
Positive.
That's a positive thing to say about it. Okay.